for all my nasty hoes, yeah. Come across the globe. This goes for all my nasty hoes, yeah. Come across the globe. Look, now I said luxury apartment. I'm young and I'm heartless. There's a vision in my vision. That bitch is a target.
My lawyer is a Jew. He gon' chew up on the charges. No matter if you fuck with me, I get money regardless.
That guap, guap, get some chicken. Guap, guap, get some bread. Guap, guap, get some chicken. Guap, guap, get some bread. You can flex. Get some money, ho.
Tell me why you flex.
Now I say hold down, cheese up. You know how I'm rocking, but my watch is squeezed up. I can't wait until they drop that Lamborghini truck. I'm careful where I park it, hoes will have it beat up. Them bitches getting beat up. Slim waist, ass fat. My shit is caked up. My bad bitch, activate. Without no makeup. That collard greens, cornbread, neck bone, back that. Get it from my mama.
And I don't know where your daddy at.
Knick-knack,
Patty whack, give a dog a bone.
put it on him, boy, that nigga never coming home. I'm a flex like a board. I'm a 10, she a joy. Super hoe, unimportant,
Unattractive, unemployed.
Get some guap, guap, get some chicken. Guap, guap, get some bread. Guap, guap, get some chicken. Guap, guap, get some bread. You can flex. Get some money, ho. Tell me why you stress. I need that green, shorty, show me where it's at. You play with me, I'm a couple, where you at?
Where you at?
You make believe, now with me it's only that.
Only that.
Just a beam and my checks is with some racks. Pop that pussy like you and pop that pussy in a rap.
Pop that pussy like popping pussy is going out of style. Pop that pussy while you
work. Pop that pussy up in church. Pop that pussy on the pole. Pop that pussy on the stove. Make that pussy slip and slide like you from the
305.
Put your tongue out in the mirror. Pop that pussy right dry. Spread them ass cheeks open. Make that pussy crack a smile. Like your legs around that nigga. Make him give your ass a child. Do some neck. Give me a trick. Feel so good. Make a nigga invest. Give me a spit. I'm getting a bet. I get it back up. Just give me a sec. Give me some bags. I'm getting a bag. Give me some ass. I'm getting some rap. When I'm done, I make him come. But then he coming out that cash. Guap, guap, get some chicken. Guap, guap, get some bread. Guap, guap, get some chicken. Guap, guap, get some bread. You can flex. Get some money, ho. Tell me why you stress. I need that green, shorty, show me where it's at. You play with me, I'm a couple, where you at?
Where you at?
Believe now with me, it's only that.
Only that.
Just a beam and my checks is with some racks.
Y'all already know how this go, baby. It's almost 200 of y'all in the building. Let's get these likes up to at least 150, honey. 62 likes. Let's get these likes up, up, up. Run them up until they motherfucking stuck, okay? Because we working. We're working, honey. Hashtag we're working. We're working, girl. We're working.
Big bitches depressed. They know how I'm coming with bitch in the flesh. What the fuck she gon' check? She be talking that shit, talking out of her neck. Put blood on her dress. Bitches be mad when they see Cardi step in the spot. Say that you bad, we know that you not. I'ma pull up on bitches as soon as I drop. On a new foreign, I might could be yacht. Big bitches in my business, they tryna plot. Hoes popping shit like they hot, but they not. Just learn at the wrist, the panic, the watch. Niggas be flexing, we know what you got. Cardi the hacker, they gave me the knot. Fucking your nigga, I got him online. Just go bang, bang like I'm chopping them chops. See that shit, I'm in love with the rock. She said you gon' take it, bitch, you got me chopped. They throwing shit cause they see me on top. Till that bitch super up, I'ma send you the drop. Press, 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 press. Cardi don't need more press. Kill them all, put them hoes to rest. Walk in, bulletproof vest. Please tell me who she gon' check. Murder scene, Cardi made a mess.
Pop up, guess who, bitch?
Pop up, guess who, bitch?
Lawsuit.
Must be that whip that I ordered. And a new crib for my daughter. You know a bad bitch gon' spoil her. Got one in New York, need one in Georgia. New Venom truck is a quarter. My money still long like weed. Pussy still wet like Florida. Everyone jumping the floor. She was talking, but not anymore. Met to your best I can do. You shop like a strip from the York. Done with the talking, I'm up in the violence. Ask anybody, they know I'm a violent. Hashtag whip back her ass. Fuck around, we gon' start a new challenge. I come in this bitch and I'm strapped up and ready. Right on that dick like I'm Cardi and Jetty. Fuck at your grip, but don't go to no telly. I sit on his face whenever I'm ready. Bitch, I'm a freak like Greek. Got the biggest house on my street. All you little hoes still cheap. They sucking on my dick with no teeth. Press, 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 press. Cardi don't need more press. Kill them all, put them hoes to rest. Walk in bulletproof vest. Please tell me who she gon' check. Murder scene, Cardi made a mess. Pop up, guess who, bitch?
Pop up, guess lawsuit. Pop up, lawsuit, bitch. Pop up, lawsuit, bitch. That's what Cardi should have said. Pop up, lawsuit, bitch. Pop up, lawsuit, bitch. Ding dong. What's going on, Conscious Crew? Welcome to another riveting episode of the Consciouztv platform. It is your favorite breakdown commentary, the CTV girl, TGI motherfucking F, baby, on my Katy Perry shit today, baby. Titty swinging and all, honey, want to run through parts on this TGIF day, girl. It is a beautiful day in Alabama, girl. Okay, I'm with it. I want to welcome all of you guys. Hope you guys are going to have a splendid and wonderful weekend, girl. Y'all know that retrograde is on her bald head, that whole shit, girl, so y'all might as well just relax. Pull out your popcorn, child, because it's going to be the shenanigans of the shenanigans, child, okay? Now, y'all know Cardi B just said pop up, guess who, bitch? But who's going to be in tandem with Cardi B is Dr. Larry Reid Live, who also is going to be ding-donging unhinged with Budweiser K, baby, okay? And he taking the Cardi B route, so we're going to get a little bit into the teams and all of that, girl. We got quite a few things to catch up on, but this won't be a long live stream, so all 300 of y'all, make sure that you are thumbing up as you're piling into the sanctuary, girl. Run these likes up. Y'all already know what to give, okay? Find your seating. Please adhere to the instructions of the moderator who want to ensure that you have a safe and fulfilling stay in the CTV sanctuary on today, baby. Shout out to the 200 damn subbies we got literally within the last 8 hours, girl. Every time I come on here, the subscriber count just keeps on clicking, girl, and it keeps clicking up. So shout out to the influx of, girl, I told y'all I'm the underdog in this thing, so I got everything to gain through all this free for promotion, girl. Okay. We lit in this bitch, baby. We got everything to gain and nothing to lose, baby, as the underdogs in this thing, baby, okay? You know, CTV is in the middle of this whirlwind with all these titans, girl, okay? So we ain't got no choice but to come up, baby, as a result, honey. Baby, them folk over there following the hell out of my damn Instagram, girl. I done got like damn 150 damn follow. Yeah, is this how it works? Is this girl, baby? Let me tell you something. I feel like I'm taking a master class right now in social media, baby, and it's really a blessing, child. I had no idea that this is how all this works, baby. I really had no idea that even negative publicity is good publicity. Now I know what people mean by this shit. Now I know why people be intentionally be starting beef and creating havoc and shit, child, because either way, it's a win. And it's kind of unfortunate that that's the way that it is, but baby, that's just the nature of the game. I mean, that's just social media. Wow, I had no idea. Like, but you know, we leveling up, girl, for all the right reasons, shy. So we just gonna relax into this, baby, and enjoy the flow. Okay, so guys, make sure that you are thumbing up as you're coming into the sanctuary. Also, clearly, if you're new here, you're definitely subscribing, child, because you loving it, and I'm definitely liking it. So welcome to all of the new Conscious Crew members. Happy to have you guys here. Also, make sure that you keep your notification bell set to all, because you never know, girl. Sometimes I go live at 3 in the morning. 12 midnight, 7 a.m. on your commute, girl, to that dick appointment. You just never know when I'm going to be interrupting any of your service, honey, or any of your sinfulness, child. So you got to keep your notification bell set to all, okay? Now, typically when it comes to receipts and everything, all receipts is normally in Patreon. You guys know we had an epic live last night. Shout out to the 1,500 people who was in the live stream last night, girl. Patreon, a lot of the stuff that we were covering is a playlist on my YouTube channel, as well as court papers, receipts, text messages, test screenings for STIs and STDs. Everything that was related to everything we were talking about is all on my Patreon. You do have to manually, like, go through Patreon to find specific things. So you guys will have to go all the way back to last year in my Patreon to find all of the corresponding receipts in tandem with everything that we reported on last year, okay? Because we know that we have an influx of new subbies. People have never heard certain things. They never heard certain rumors and narratives and all of that. So all that shit been cleared, you know, both in the courts, both in the court of public opinion. So all of that. And thank you guys for sharing the content and getting the word out and spreading, you know, the truth, girl. Because we also know that when it comes to social media, girl, the salaciousness, you know, tends to run faster like wildfire than the truth does. But it really seems that we're coming into an age where people are also interested in the truth, just as interested in the truth. And so the truth is out there, the truth is present, and you know, you just have to keep up with the keeping up, honey. Keep up with the Joneses. Also make sure that you share. You guys know that we have a polyamory community over here, girl. We don't do monogamy, so you can't be stingy with the CTV, girl. It's enough CTV to go around for everybody, child. So you got to share me out to your MySpace and your Facebook and your Instagram and every way that you are in the world, girl, and let everybody know who your favorite content creator and baby daddy is, who your favorite baby father is. With no further ado, girl, let's go ahead and push on through and get into some things. Okay.
I know a place where you can recharge your soul.
Baby, that's Consciouztv.
And in the midst of brokenness, he gon' see your asshole.
Baby, that's Consciouztv.
You gon' heal, you gon' laugh and catch a little shade.
Ooh, girl.
Y'all know he be slaying, y'all better stop playing. Come hear what he's saying.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Now it's 450 of y'all in the building, honey. Okay, and it's only 247 likes. Okay, now it should be at least 400 likes on this video now. Okay, if everybody up in the building is entertained and have something to do for the next 45 minutes or so, or call themselves a supporter, honey, we can't be a hater, honey, because I know we ain't got no weird ass people following us. I know we ain't got no weirdos, honey. Ain't no reason why supporters should not be running these thumbs up to at least 400. It's 455 of y'all, honey. I know we ain't got no weird ass hoes in here. I know that's what we don't got up in here, honey. Okay, so these likes should be a reflection, honey, of all those who call themselves Team CTV in the Teen Shy. Okay, so let's get these thumbs up together. All right, hold on, girl. So while we're here today, girl, and don't make me pull out y'all kryptonite, girl. Y'all know I will run the kryptonite, baby. And be with all the shits. So you guys know that we are here because, well, arguably, the queen of rap, Cardi B herself, has spoken about a coming discord about infamous blogger Unhinged with Budweiser K. Okay? She also seizes all assets and wages all of Unhinged's she garnishes all of her wages, girl, on a federal level. So we got things to get into. Okay, and I'm just gonna run through it, girl, because you know, what's understood don't need no understanding. You guys know that the queen of hip-hop herself, okay, sued infamous, salacious, pathological liar, blogger, and very, very teeny tiny small YouTuber Unhinged with Budweiser K, okay, for defamation, because this blogger who claims that she protects victims and stands up for those who, you know, have been assaulted and have had various crimes committed against them is someone who victimizes people herself. So unfortunately, we're seeing a prime example of a hurt person choosing to hurt other people instead of using the hurt that happened to them as a way to discard hurting others. Okay, sometimes we learn from the hurt we experience and become better people and more loving people, or in the case of Unhinged with Budweiser K, we turn into the very monsters that traumatized us. Okay, and Unhinged is just a monster who happens to also have 1 million subscribers, even though only 25,000 of them deal with her faithfully. But nonetheless, girl, okay, well, after a series of failed attempts on behalf of Cardi B, who tried to appeal to the blogger when a so-called acquaintance of Cardi B took to social media and gave a so-called exclusive to this very, very teeny tiny blogger, Unhinged with Budweiser K-Chai, okay, and made some really interesting claims and innuendos, such as the one that really led to the defamation, which was accusing the Queen of Hip Hop of having a sexually transmitted disease, okay? Now, after this interview initially, the Queen of Hip Hop reached out to this very small blogger and communicated with her through DMs about the nature of the interview, politely asked her to remove the interview, told her the things in the interview were not true, tried to relate to this very, very, very small blogger as woman to woman, mother to mother, imano to imano, okay? And just kind of put this thing beside them. And Unhinged with Hennessy told her that she wanted to have her on the show. Of course, that made no sense to Cardi B, because why would she want to speak and acknowledge Star Marie publicly and escalate things that she already finds completely ridiculous and disparaging to begin with? Okay. And I did say Queen of Hip Hop, arguably, girl. Okay, hey, it's debatable, honey. Okay, Cardi B got her fans, and the other Queen of Hip Hop got her fans too. It is what it is, shy. And both of these women are beautiful and successful in their own right. Now, after the Queen of Hip Hop refused, baby, to go on this very teeny tiny platform, okay, this must have triggered up the rat tail on the back of this blogger's neck, honey, okay, and she began to double down and go in on the Queen of Hip Hop even more. But there was one particular low blow that just nailed things in the coffin for Cardi B. And I'm going to let you hear from Cardi B herself. I'm also going to play you her recent message to Unhinged with Budweiser K toward the end of this commentary. But let me show you how we got here, how we got to this 3.4. What drove Cardi B over the edge, honey? There was one particular low blow that she was just not going to stand for. And ever since she been on Tasha's head, baby, Unhinged had them flee to Morocco, to Nigeria, to the ghettos of Florida, to Cincinnati, baby. She done had to be cross country and play damn Monopoly on the damn globe and shit, child. She's just been unhinged and unhoused ever since, girl. Okay, so let me go ahead and share my screen. As I'm doing that, let me shout out my contributors. I'm getting some donators, girl. Hold on. Let me shout out my baby mothers, honey. Y'all know I keep an old nasty piece of harem, girl. Okay, shout out to my baby mother Teresa for her donation. Thank you, Teresa. God bless you. Scorpion love, period. Scorpio love, okay? Scorpions got to stick together, baby, okay? We a whole tribe out here, okay? So let me share the screen, you guys. Make sure that you guys thumbs up the video as you're coming into the stream, girl. And let me show you how we got here, girl, okay? Let's listen to Cardi B, okay? If the audio is clear, you guys, give me a 1, okay? Let me rewind it back, girl. Oh, wait a minute, girl. Hold on, girl. Let me play an old nasty fair. Pull up my fair use banter. Hold on, y'all. Thumbs up, girl. Oh, me God. And I also want to shout out Jordana and the missus, honey. Period. For y'all Cash App donation. Shout out to Jordana and the missus. Hey, boos. Okay. God bless y'all for y'all feed, honey. I live, honey. My faithful Consciouztv crew members. Yes, God. Hold on, you guys. Let me pull up my fair use, girl, before we run this whole nasty piece of this shit. Okay. Copyright disclaimer: under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976, allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing nonprofit, educational, or personal use tips to balance in favor of fair use. And shout out to Knockout Media for my graphics, baby. Knockout Media is the graphics, is the graphic artist who did my recent overlay and who also did my disclaimer, and we're also working on our own nasty introduction, child, okay? Because I'm gonna step my intro up, girl. Like, I need something a bit more ghetto and pussy pop-ish, okay, to play in the introduction, child. But let's listen to the queen of hip-hop, y'all. Tell us what sent her over the edge and made her keep her bloody heel on Unhinged's neck forevermore. Okay, if the audio is well, give me a 1 in the chat.
Going in and out of relationship with females. Up about me and my friends. You dumbass bitch. I'm gonna sue you for defamation of character. Cause it's like, you know what? I let the bitch play and talk shit about me. But when you talk shit about my daughter, that's when I have a fucking issue with you. And I'm gonna, and this is the type of shit, like, it's like you be letting these YouTube bloggers talk mad shit and you let it, but when they get out of line, it's like, you know what, I'm just gonna take legal action because I'm sick of people. Like, I'm really sick of people. Like, the fuck? Anybody that she think I'm close with, she got a fucking story to tell. Like, how you think that I'm close with some girl and then you're gonna go ahead and make up stories about her talking about she's a crackhead and everything? This woman got 3 kids that are active on social media. Like, people just want to make up stories about people and talk shit about people, because, you know, just using my name, you get automatic clickbait and shit. And it's like, when they don't have a story to say about me, they will just make a story up, or they will make a story up about my friends, and I'm sick of it. Like, I'm just sick of it. Like, it's like, I know I get it that I'm famous and people gonna harass me, but when you harass my friends and talk shit about my friends, and when you put my daughter in your fucking mouth, that's when I have a fucking problem. Cause I will bury a fucking block for my child. Bitch, I'll go to jail for fucking life for my kid. So don't even ever try it. And I'm gonna sue that blogger because I'm sick of it. Gathering all my fucking information, bitch. You wanna keep harassing me? You wanna keep harassing my friends? You wanna keep making shit up? Alright then, bitch. I'm gonna take all your fucking bread. Think I'm fucking playing them.
Baby, and boy did Cardi B make fucking, boy did she make motherfucking good on that, honey. When I tell you that Cardi literally pulled up on her guess who pop up, bitch. She made good on her word, honey. Period, honey. Okay? Now, I know that some people got their own separate beliefs about Cardi B and got their own, you know, issues with her. But in terms of her lawsuit and her promise, Miss Mama's made good on it, girl. And let me tell you, honey, when I was watching the coverage of the lawsuit, you know, because all this went down in Atlanta courts, girl. And there was people who were reporting loud, live, and in color, you know, who was in the parking lots and stuff, you know, of the courthouse. And, you know, people would be filming Unhinged with Budweiser K and her failed attorney, you know, coming out of the building and things with the other failed attorneys from the team, girl. Let me tell you, after I had saw how pressed Cardi B was, and I had saw how much vitriol she had for this blogger, and you know, she talked about burying the block with a bitch. I used to be scared for Unhinged, baby. I used to be like, oh my God, girl, like, what if these people is, you know, reporting to us live from the parking lot, girl, and we just see Tasha K wig fly off, girl? What if we just, you know, see her executed right there on the... I used to be scared for Unhinged, girl. I didn't know whether Cardi B had snipers on the rooftop, bitch. I didn't know whether the Barty gang was on a pull-up shit, girl. And I just be like, girl, it's Unhinged wearing the bulletproof vest, girl? Because, bitch, I would have had to come out of an emergency exit. They would have had to create an underground railroad for me to get to my damn vehicle, girl. I would have had to come out the damn courthouse with a helmet on, bitch. There is no motherfucking way, girl. I would have been pooching through the way that Miss Hennessy was, girl. Okay, and if I was gonna act like I wasn't bothered, I would have made sure that Olga was directly in front of me and the other attorneys were to the left and to the right and to the back, girl, so that if bullets started raining, bitch, they had to go through 4 holes to finally hit my ass and give me an opportunity to get on the damn bus and haul ass and go home, girl. So, baby, I used to be shook, girl. I used to have to, light a candle for Unhinged to just make it out of this situation, girl. I said, baby, is Cardi B trying to triangulate, girl? Is she just trying to make sure she can get Unhinged in the right place at the right time for the setup? Girl. Okay? Girl, I used to be scared. Nonetheless, we ain't here for that. Okay? So, Cardi B, this is where it all started, honey, is the comments about her child, the comments about Cardi B passing this fake-ass STI that she proved she does not have and never had to her child, had people harassing her under her pictures when she would post pictures of Culture and post pictures of her showing affection to her child, kissing on her cheeks, and people were running with this fake-ass STI rumor, and it was just nasty, okay? That's what sent Cardi B over the edge, honey. She had to sue Tasha K ass in the name of Culture, baby. In the name of the Father, Son, and Culture, okay? Now, you guys already know how the lawsuit turned out. It was not in Unhinged's favor, okay? So, let's talk about what has happened, okay? Now, courtesy of BET, child. Okay. Shout out to all 800 of y'all, girl. Let me check these likes. Because if it's 841 of y'all in the building, it should be 700 likes on this video. Easy. Because I know we ain't got no funny ass people in the chat, girl. I know we ain't got no hate. Only 400 likes. It is 847 of y'all. We need at least 3 more hundred likes on this video. Don't make me pull out the kryptonite. Hold on. Let me tease y'all with the kryptonite, because y'all know I got time, honey. And I don't mind, baby. I don't care if folk go find them something else to do, but I don't give a damn, baby. I got all the time. Oh, yes, I do, honey. Hold on. Let me tease y'all with the kryptonite, girl. Just to let y'all know that it's real, girl. Just to let y'all know that it's real, child. Only 400 likes and it's 800 of y'all in the building, honey. Hold on, girl. Because y'all know I will pull up with the remastered version.
It's alright. This is the extended version.
I can do it. 7 minutes and 12 seconds.
Ride it while you slipping and sliding. I can do all them little tricks and keep
the whole 7 minutes I can do, baby. Okay? Y'all better run these thumbs up. A bitch is working, honey. Okay? We gotta work. We working together, girl. I need y'all. Y'all need me, girl. Let's get these thumbs up popping, honey. Okay? Okay, girl. Start windmilling on the thumbs up. Start windmilling.
dick up inside it. You can smack it, you can grip it, you can go down and kiss it. And every time he leave me alone, he always tell me he miss it. He wanna
thumbs up the video. You gotta thumbs up the video. Okay. Thumbs up the fucking video. You gotta thumbs up the video. Okay. I got 7 minutes, honey. Okay. So I'ma check back in a few, girl. But I got 7 minutes, and so does Miss Onika. Okay. Now, courtesy of BET.com, girl. Okay. We got to talk about Miss Hennessy, child, losing her old nasty piece of pill that she wants to keep y'all in the sunken place, believing that it's still in the works. It's not, Miss Mamas. Okay. Oop, hold on. I'm fucking up the church's money, child. Hold on, girl. Where BET at, child? Hold on. Okay, here it is, child. Courtesy of BET.com. Unhinged with Budweiser K loses appeal and forced to pay Cardi B $4 million big bucks in damages for defamation. The small YouTube blogger was sued by the rapper for defamation, invasion of privacy, and intentional infliction of emotional distress. Okay, Unhinged with Budweiser K and Cardi B lawsuit has reached a new verdict. BET.com previously reported the YouTube blogger appealed to get the nearly $4 million judgment against her thrown out. Unhinged with Budweiser's K, real name Latasha Unhinged with Budweiser K. Kibi was sued by the rapper for defamation, invasion of privacy, and intentional infliction of emotional distress. The rapper won the case in January with more than $2.5 million in damages and another $1.3 million in legal fees. Kibi was also ordered to pull the damaging videos down from the internet. Looks like the courts were not in Kibi's favor as the blogger lost her appeal, according to Rolling Out. Kibi is now forced to pay the invasion of privacy $4 million, and due to the appeal being dismissed without jurisdiction, this gives the press rapper the freedom to garnish her wages and personal property to help satisfy the jury's judgment. Oh, my God. Okay. Okay. Now, we don't make the news up, boo. We just report it, okay? Well, as a result, you guys, okay, courtesy of Radar Online, okay, hold on. Courtesy of Radar Online, and you better be thumbing up, girl, because I will be checking these thumbs up in just a few moments. As a result of her losing her appeal, girl, Radar Online reports that the small blogger who owes Cardi B $3 million over drug accusation rushes to court after rapper starts garnishing her wages and pleads for fucking help. Oh, baby. Oh, how the mighty falls. The blogger, who was ordered to pay Cardi B a total of $3.2 million in damages, has rushed to court to avoid her bank account from being garnished, Radar Online has learned. According to court documents obtained by RadarOnline.com, Unhinged with Budweiser K has filed documents in Georgia pleading for the judge to stop Cardi from being able to collect on the judgment until her appeal is heard. As you guys know, it's been dismissed. As we previously reported back in January, a jury sided with Cardi in the Bodak Yellow rapper's lawsuit against the small blogger. Cardi sued Unhinged with Hennessy K over various posts she made on her YouTube channel and website. The rapper took issue with accusations made that said she had worked as an escort, used hard drugs, cheated on her husband Offset, and had an STD. On the stand, Cardi told the jury that the comments made her self-deleted after she saw the false claims. Quote, "I felt defeated and depressed, and I didn't want to sleep with my husband," she said. "Only an evil person could do that shit," Cardi added. The jury awarded Cardi $1 million in general damages, another $250,000 for medical expenses, and $1.5 million in punitive damages. She also was awarded $1.3 million in attorney fees. Unhinged with Budweiser K has filed an appeal, but a decision has yet to be made. Cardi recently filed court documents in Georgia seeking to garnish Unhinged with Budweiser K's bank accounts at Chase. The singer said she wants her $3.3 million immediately and demanded the bank hold any assets Unhinged has in her account or safety deposit boxes. The rapper demanded Chase answer questions about the amount of money that Unhinged has at the institution, baby. Cardi want the motherfucking deposit box, bitch. She want the mailbox. She want the piggy bank. She don't give a damn whether she get her money in Mexican pesos, baby. You gonna run her coin, girl. You are running her coin, baby. Miss Cardi done subpoenaed the damn Chase bank account. Baby, she done called Chase to the stand, y'all. Let me tell you something. I was thinking last night. I said, now, Cardi, I'm just curious to know if Cardi actually is, after retrieving the award and recouping on her coin, or if she simply has her foot on Unhinged's neck out of principle. I haven't been able to get clear about which one of those, or if both of those are the case. But I was also hollering last night because I was thinking to myself, if Cardi is in this for principle, baby, Unhinged might as well buy her ass a damn family van, girl. She might as well get her a damn trailer, a mobile trailer, baby. Attach a damn big wheel to the front of that motherfucker and just keep that bitch on the road, because that's gonna be the only way she gonna be able to avoid the pressure that Cardi is committed to applying to Unhinged's 27-piece girl for the rest of her life. Cardi B says as long as she got breath in her body, she will commit in an everlasting way to the pettiness of inconveniencing Kibi's damn life, baby. Okay, that she's gonna be the curse that keeps on damn cursing, baby. And Kibi seems to be trying to out petty Cardi, so it's literally equivalent to watching a immovable object clash with an unstoppable force. Which means that this may be a developing story for the rest of our damn lives, baby. But considering that Cardi has the federal courts on her side, there ain't but so much shucking and jiving and cartwheeling and tap dancing that Miss Kibi is going to be able to maintain until she actually decides on which hut in Morocco on the waterfalls of some damn mountainside in Africa that she want to live on, girl. Okay. She gonna actually have to become intercontinental, baby. She gonna have to get up out of the entire U.S. jurisdiction, honey, to really get rid of Cardi B altogether, baby. Because as long as Miss Kibi is a citizen of the United States of America, pop up, guess who, bitch? Me again. Okay. Now, Cardi B went live on Instagram, honey. Okay. At some point today or last night. And it's seeming that Miss Cardi B is going to be at some point having a very transparent Discord about Miss Unhinged, girl. And she says it's coming very soon. So I want you guys, okay, to make what you will of Cardi B's statement from Instagram last night. Let's take a listen here. This also is covered by fair use.
Let me tell you something. Because I really wanted to talk about this fucking Tasha K shit because it's still going. Because we just don't give me the motherfucking money. I haven't talked about it because of that. My lawyer recommended me not to talk. But I'm definitely going to talk about it real fucking soon. Because for a long time, I know I talk a lot, but for a long time I was quiet. You know, I was quiet for a long time. I'm going to talk my shit. I really do need Instagram to fix this shit.
Okay, so let's run that back one more time, y'all.
Let me tell you something. Because I really wanted to talk about this fucking Tasha K shit because it's still going. Because we just don't give me the motherfucking money. I haven't talked about it because of that. My lawyer recommended me not to talk. But I'm definitely going to talk about it real fucking soon. Because for a long time, I know I talk a lot, but for a long time I was quiet. You know, I was quiet for a long time. I'm going to talk my shit. I really do need Instagram to fix this shit.
Baby Cardi B says, child, when my lawyer is here, I be quiet. But when my lawyer gone, I'm going to be talking again, girl. Okay, so Cardi B said she coming, baby. Not only is she coming for the piggy bank, she coming for her Mexican pesos. She coming for her kizoing. She coming for Chase bank account, baby. But she's also gonna be spilling the tea, he, okay, on Miss Unhinged with Budweiser, okay. Cause she gonna be talking again, baby, when her lawyer leave, okay. So we gonna need Miss Kibi girl to go ahead and deposit your motherfucking check, or hell, garnish your check, girl. Cause you can't rumble for so long, baby. Okay, Miss Kibi is spooked and nervous. Okay, and everybody else is mumbling and cackling. Okay, cackling and a damn mumbling. Okay, you mumbling and you cackling and mumbling. Oh yes, God. Okay. Now, I know a lot of y'all talking about, you know, she need to stick to the music, baby. Y'all might as well get over Cardi B and this music thing, child. Cardi B already had told y'all on Living Hip Hop that music is a hustle for her, okay? She is not passionate about it in the same way that maybe Miss Onika is and other female MCs, okay? Cardi B wanted to make money, okay? That's why she was on Living Hip Hop trying to beg that damn disc jockey to give her some money to help her open up some damn laundromats and shit in Bed-Stuy, okay? Cardi B was just trying to get to the coin, honey, okay? So music is a hobby for her, okay? Cardi B at heart is an influencer, okay? That's who she started off as, is an Instagram personality, okay? That's what she really want to do. That's why she feels so restricted. And she been so miserable as a MC and a global public figure because she used to participate in her First Amendment rights, baby. She ain't used to having this much to lose, okay? She'd rather pop her shit and bust a bitch in her Adam's apple, okay? And live to tell about it another day. Now she can't even throw a shoe at a bitch head, baby, okay, without getting a damn arrested, losing sponsors and losing deals and disrupting contracts, and it becoming this big old thing because she got people who depending on her and people who working for her. So she got to stay out of jail and stay out of trouble, honey. Now, in all actuality, Cardi B becoming a global superstar might have saved her damn life, because there ain't no telling if Cardi B would have been here with us today had she still been in them goddamn stripper streets with all her bald-headed hoe shit, honey. So her having this level of accountability may actually be the reason why her ass is still alive with us today, honey. You know, the Lord does work in mysterious ways. Well, in tandem with Cardi B, okay? Hold on. Do I got the doctor's picture? Hold on. Do I got the doctor, honey? I want to show y'all what the doctor be looking like, girl, when he feeling real good, girl. Let me show y'all what the doctor go. When the doctor feeling real good, girl, he goes and grows a whole head of hair, baby. Okay? When he got the black Holy Ghost in him, sugar. Okay? Hairline be popping 10. Okay? Well, you guys know that the doctor recently denounced his friendship to Unhinged with Budweiser K as a result of her teaming up with woman beater, two-time convicted felon, and ex-con artist Bishop Blackhead. Okay, she done walked her ass into a direct defamation suit herself. So the doctor is suing Unhinged with Budweiser K, and there will be no mediation, baby. Okay, straight to trial. He's going to also get Miss Unhinged to deposit her check, and he is going to double down and add to the foot on Unhinged's neck where Cardi B is. So Cardi B, I know you listening, baby. I want you to move your foot over. Give some room for Dr. Larry's penny loafers, baby. Okay, there's now officially 2 feet that's gonna be on her damn neck, baby. So you can't have the whole neck, baby. Okay, give Dr. Reid some of that neck sugar. Okay, so just slide your heel over to the left. Okay, and let the doctor put his size 10s and 11s in this thing, sugar. Okay, because y'all about to jump her ass into humility, baby. You getting jumped in now, sugar. Baby, you getting jumped in now, baby. The doctor said his good guy days are over. When these motherfucking niggas play on his name, no longer is he hitting niggas with a closed fist, baby. I mean, with an open fist, baby. It's all closed fists around these parts from now on, girl. He has now come to the realization that he's just gonna have to make a motherfucking example out of the delinquent niggas that play with his name and play with his brand, baby. Okay? So there's a lot of necks that the doctor is coming for, baby. Okay? I told y'all these would be developing stories and teams. Okay? Y'all will not be hearing the doctor fight with these niggas through social media. Y'all ain't gonna see him responding to everything, baby. He about to respond where it counts. He about to respond just how it counts. Okay? Because this is what the doctor does, baby. He understands these court streets well, baby. He's well refined in how these things go. Okay, so the Avengers are assembling as we speak, baby. Okay, and the same thing for Bishop Whitehead, girl. Now, I also had a team meeting with my lawyers. You guys know that the doctor has also provided to me his legal team, girl. Now, I have my own separate things going on, okay? And I got some very, very, very interesting news for y'all, baby. Y'all are gonna be fucking shook, baby, okay? I'm just waiting for my lawyer because he gotta go verify something. He gotta go verify and clarify something, girl. Okay, girl? But y'all are going to be shook at the breaking news, child. I literally had to go into a Holy Ghost praise break, baby. But he just got to go verify. He just got to go cross his T's and dot his I's real quick, girl. Baby. And when I tell you, I'm going to show my ass. When I tell you, baby, I'm going to be bald-headed in this thing, baby. When I'm going to tell you, I'm going to be bald-headed and all in this thing, baby, I'm going to let Dr. Larry Reid have all the hair, girl. When I tell you that I'm going to be bald-heading it on through, girl. I'm just waiting on this old nasty piece of clarifying phone call from my attorney, Raymond, girl. Woo-cha! And it's going to be on, bitch. It's going to be motherfucking on, bitch. So I'm going to keep y'all updated, girl. So I just wanted to come through, girl. Let y'all know that Cardi B plans on coming through, honey. Let me go ahead and run her back real quick, girl. Okay. Because she coming for the checks, the piggy banks, the savings, the check-ins, my vanilla cards. She coming, girl. For Cash App and all, baby.
Let me tell you something. Because I really wanted to talk about this fucking Tasha K shit because it's still going. Because we're just going to give me the motherfucking money. I haven't talked about it because of that. My lawyer recommended me not to talk. But I'm definitely going to talk about it real fucking soon. Because for a long time, I know I talk a lot, but for a long time I was quiet. You know, I was quiet for a long time. I'm going to talk my shit. I really do need Instagram to fix this shit.
There it is from Cardi, y'all. I'm gonna drop the link because I realized I ain't had time to drop the link and let y'all come up here and sound off on the events of yesterday. And I'm gonna drop the link now in case anybody want to haul up here, honey, and get into some things, honey. If you have any comments you want to make, any remarks, any questions you also have about anything, you are more than welcome to hit the link, chat, okay, and come in here and sound off. If not, I'm getting the fuck up out of here because, baby, I got my own things to do, honey. Okay, I got shit to get into on this Friday, chat. But if anybody got an opinion or a statement, girl, hold on. Let me create the slide real quick so I can pull up an old nasty visual chat. Okay, hold on. Hit the link. Moderators, could y'all rotate the link for me, please? And shout out to the 1K in the building. And shout out to the 200 new subbies. Actually, we got like 2,000 something plus subbies over the last 28 days, Kai. We beastin'. What's going on, daughter? Hey, Anya. Welcome to the platform, y'all. Daughter, thoughts, boo? What's going on?
Hey, how are you?
I am awesome. How are you?
I'm doing great.
So what are your thoughts, boo, on the shenanigans, honey? I told y'all the retrograde was gonna pussy pop hard in the season.
And I've been watching like everything is a TV show at this point. Honestly, I feel like it's about time because she's not caring about what she's saying about people. She's still going on like nothing happened. Like she didn't just get, a court order to pay this woman her money for spitting out lies, and she's still continuing to spit out lies. It doesn't matter to her. So it's kind of like, it's like fighting a narc or fighting a demon. So you just gotta sometimes you just gotta keep your foot in their neck to make them understand like you're not playing with them. And I'm not mad at her.
Do you think that Cardi B is going to be able to retrieve her coin?
Not all of it, but I think that she gonna milk it as much as she can without hurting the children. Because I feel like Cardi just wants to get her, but I feel like she will stop when it's like a little, you know what I mean? Like she ain't gonna make her be homeless, because I don't think she's that like, fucked up in the head. But at the same time, I think she just wants to teach her a lesson. Like you just don't play with people. And I think she's gonna milk it until Tasha can't do anything about it anymore.
I do. Cardi B has a supernatural level of petty in her, and I know that she's going to stay on unhinged with Budweiser K's neck until the Lord calls her to glory. I just know it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, well, thank you for those thoughts, boo. Anya, welcome to the platform, darling. Your thoughts on the debauchery of Thursday night and Friday morning, honey.
Hey, Conscious.
Hey.
So, okay, I'm gonna deal with Cardi first.
Okay.
You already know my sentiments.
Yes.
I said it before. I want her to chase that bitch all around the world with a fucking butcher knife. Whatever hole she dig herself into, I want Cardi to get a shovel and dig the bitch out the hole. Like, just give her the same energy. And I normally wouldn't say this because sometimes, or most of the time, in my opinion, you really shouldn't return the same energy if it's negative back to another person that they give you, because energy transfers. You know what I'm saying? So, I be on my old Michelle Obama shit sometimes. Try to do it most of the time. But now with this, I got to take a deep breath. With Larry and you, I know that, no one is directly coming after you, but you know what I'm saying? Like you said, and you get an indirect fight. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, it pissed me off. Sometimes I can't even find the words, and it makes me, it enrages me. I'm gonna be very honest with you. For me not to know you guys personally and everything, like I'm invested, like I know you guys personally, because I just don't like to see people that have good intentions, you know what I mean, be used and betrayed, and you know what I'm saying, like have your names like put out there with false allegations. I just don't like stuff like that. You know what I mean? And it's really effed up. When I went on a live yesterday, when Larry was on a live, it was several things. I had wrote the notes down and I don't lost them, but it was several things that was said. And I was so appreciative when you got on and you said what you said to him, because I felt like Larry was like literally going back and reliving the trauma of that case, that lawsuit. And I think that he kind of was stuck in his feelings of like, you know what I'm saying? Like it was like a wound reopened. Like I know a lot of us that knew, like the day ones that knew that had transpired with that case, that lawsuit, and all that entailed over the last few years before he even took it to a legal man, took him to court. We all knew what had transpired. So I completely understood, you know what I mean? Like I felt an energy from Larry that just was like, so we back here again. This was traumatizing. You had people releasing information on his children, all type of stuff. So I was like, okay, I expected that from Bishop Fraud. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And I even expect for Trashy K to be doing exactly what she's doing. Because as I stated, she's trash. Her patterns have been very consistent, and her character has shown me that this woman is trash. She has no loyalty. I don't even believe she has loyalty to her husband, but because she's able to control him, because everybody swear he's a nice guy. You know what I mean? She he just falls in line, basically. So she just shows me that she's a trash person. Is nothing to debate. It's nothing for me to question, second guess. I'm not a person that once you show me more than once who you are, I trust that of you. And I move accordingly based upon what you show me. I don't care what nobody else says, but what you show me is how I will treat you. I was very, very, very happy when you let Larry know you wasn't changing anything about your friendship with him, how you guys communicate or anything. That was so true. Because at first I caught an attitude. And I love Larry. I'm a follow. I'm an LRL. I became, a part of the Conscious crew through LRL. But I felt some kind of way. And I was glad that you said, because when you made the statement about us being advocates, a lot of times we don't realize when we say certain things, how it comes across, even though that may not be the intention. So when you checked it and made it very clear, they're going to talk regardless. They're going to put rumors going to be out there regardless. And the first thing that popped in my head when you said that was how Larry has said repeatedly, because he has been an advocate and he's been very transparent with all of us. When he always says he doesn't care about the rumors, the assumptions, because he's secure in who he is. He don't care. You know what I'm saying? It works for his benefit. When we say things, you know what I mean? That devil, he really is there listening. So he's going to attack the very things that we stand firm on. And I was just like, thank you, Conscious. Thank you for saying what you're saying, because I don't think that in the moment he really realized what he was saying. And I was just looking at you, like, even though you had your your avatar up, I was just looking like, Conscious, you be on it. I ain't trying to poke up your ass, none of that. But Conscious, you really, really be on it. And it lets me know that you are truly in touch. Like, you're a very intuitive person on all levels. And I'm like, damn, he needs someone like you in his life. Because although he may be a prophet, he don't know everything. You know what I'm saying? Prophecy works in so many different ways or whatever. And you can be very naive if you've been in a church world and really not in the world. If that's what you know, your main background is the church, you are, you know what I'm saying, easily accessible to be taken advantage of out here in these streets. Because, you know what I'm saying, you're not familiar with it. I'm like, he needs you in his life. And you a straight real one for him to have in his life. We don't give a damn about what nobody want to say. And when they accuse you two of being together, at the end of the day, whether you were or not, y'all are together. It don't have to be anything sexual. That's your brother. That's, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to put labels on like best friend or all that, but I feel like that's your brother. That's your best friend. You are the only YouTube influence that I've seen, content creator on these YouTube streets that have stood with this man through damn near everything. You are the only one that's been loyal. I have not seen you yet, even when you speak on when he's wrong. I've listened to you on his platform with his kids, and you've told him how you felt when he was wrong. You're the only one that I've seen that's been consistent. You are the only real person in his life, in as far as these content creators. And but I think this is all necessary.
I'm definitely the only friend out here on social media that actually has war wounds to show for supporting him. Everybody else who using the term friend around Larry are people who have conveniently avoided. Keep talking, Anya. Keep talking.
But yeah, no, because at the end of the day, what I see is you are, when I say a real friend, real friends hold you accountable when you're wrong and when you're right. Real friends will pull your coattail and let you know. Real friends don't have hidden agendas just to jump on the gravy train, and try to just, on some opportunist type stuff. You've shown yourself to be a real friend. You didn't have to get involved in the last legal situations that was going on to go and do any research. You could have did it for content, but you didn't have to go as hard as you went to reveal certain things. You are, and that's what, and you said this, that is what they are jealous of. This is really what all of this is about, jealousy from both. I looked at Tasha, I looked at Blackhead, I looked at both of them, and I said they are two peas of the pot. They are the same person. And neither one of them care. He could care less that Tasha got him to basically tell the truth about himself on the platform. She drug him. He don't care about that. Because guess what? Their whole agenda is jealousy to take advantage of the situation. They don't care about what comes with that, the negativity, they don't care about that, Conscious. They just really want the fame and the limelight. She's a proven liar based upon the court law. He's a proven liar based upon the courts of law.
Yep.
And I just hope Larry, it ain't even about the money. The principle, I hope Larry take them to court. I know he's taking them to court, but I hope when he take them to court, I hope he asks for their draws, their bras, the kids' snacks, the kids' clothes, because guess what? They don't care. And I know we shouldn't feel this because she got kids. Guess what? The reality is Tasha don't give a damn about nobody else's children.
You know, you're right.
So why should anyone else be concerned about hers? And it may sound effed up to say that because I'm a mama, but sometimes you do have to, people have to literally feel and get what they've given out there. So it's like, yeah, she needed and he needed. Yeah. I was pissed though. I still got my boot.
And I don't want y'all, and I don't want y'all to be pissed because I want y'all to be just as affirmed as me and Larry are. Unlike a lot of other people who are in any type of a public space, me and Larry are very aware that we are in the public space and that we're going to be subjected to the same conspiracy and the same like we report the news, sometimes we're going to be the news. And that's just something that we understand. So it doesn't bother us in the way that maybe sometimes it bothers you guys who really love us and cape for us, but we also don't want y'all like internalizing it in that way because it does come with the territory, unfortunately. And and look, this is light work. You guys, like, imagine when CTV hits that 1 million himself. Imagine when CTV is on television and CTV is going to be subjected to the blogs. CTV is going to be subjected to people's personal opinions. And so we have to make this level easy because there's only more visibility to come. And with that comes the negative and comes the positive. So
you're
gotta.
Right. You're right. But I'm not going to say I'm not going to be pissed because I am pissed.
For sure. I understand.
It's because I understand all of that. That goes for just life, period. It don't matter what platform you on, if you know generally, and people gonna talk regardless. But when you make up blatant lies, I don't mind them having opinions and things of that nature. But when you literally do things to try to destroy someone, that's something totally different. That's evil. They are demons.
Yep, I agree.
They're demons, Conscious. Okay, I'm going on mute.
Oh yes,
honestly,
well, I appreciate everything that you just said, and I also just want to say too that I've come from a family like I come from a family and a community where love was always an action. So I don't know anything about an actionless love. I don't know anything about a love that's predicated on just a bunch of verbal proclamations. I don't know what that is. I come from a community where people's love were in their behavior, it was in their support, it was in their protection and their covering and their contribution to the people that they love. So all of this, you know, this new type of love out here, that's like, oh, I love you, I love you, I love you, but ain't nobody taking no bullets, ain't nobody taking no stab wounds, ain't nobody got no war wounds to show for that love. I don't know nothing about none of that. So, you know, that's new age stuff to me. So, you know, all I know how to do is to actually love from an action oriented place. And I really appreciate all of that affirmation. Just now, I know you wanted to say something real quick, and then I'm gonna get to Miss Williams and then Katie and knock out.
Honestly, I just wanted to say real quickly that I felt like the minute that story came out, when I don't even know what to call them because I don't even like to speak their names. When they did what they did, honestly, I was like, oh, they failed the test. I was like, in the middle of this retrograde, I was just like, oh, they just failed the test. They had 2 streets to go down, and they decided to go down the wrong road. And you went down the wrong road with the wrong one. And I was just like, if you didn't know, you're going to go against people that have God, literally, an angel standing behind them. And you know what you come from. But that's how I felt when I saw that. That's why I was like, I'm just going to sit back and watch it like it's a movie because I already know who's going to win. And it's not about who likes who more. It's about the truth and since you chose what you chose, the truth will come out, and we don't even need to get upset. And I understand why our sister's upset, and it's because, you know, she's a human, she's allowed to have her feelings. But I'm telling you, baby, you gonna laugh at the end of this one.
Look, we're already mumbling and cackling. We're talking about somebody who's already sued, somebody else who got feds already on them, who got 2 lawsuits pending against them from previous employers and church. Really, it's just like, it's already, the battle already has been won. It's not even, we aren't even talking about winners in this case. We're talking about literal lose, people who have lost, like Unhinged lost against Cardi, like Blackhead lost, like been indicted, served time, has a $91,000 lawsuit pending against him, and another one for $56,000, and now it's going to have another one from Dr. Reid, and allegedly has feds that are coming to retrieve him soon. So, you know, it's we're talking about somebody who had to uproot their life because they couldn't shut their mouth. They had to disrupt their children's lives because there's no concern for them. Now these kids have to go start their life over in Florida because mama couldn't put a Ziploc bag on them veneers. That's how selfish and self-concerned and arrogant, and how much Unhinged is willing to let her ego cost her, even if everybody else around her has to suffer as a result. That's how much her ego means to her. And that's very weird and very disturbing, but that's the price she has to pay for that. But I want to welcome Miss Williams. A long time no see, boo. Welcome to the platform, darling. Okay.
Hello, Conscious. How are you?
I'm mumbling and cackling. How are you?
I'm wonderful. You are so cute and handsome to me. It's not even funny. But I just have a couple of quick little points. The first is I'm a LRLer. That he spoke to me being a former minister's wife. So I was into Larry because of that, and coming outside of the church and outside of that situation, figuring out where I am. And he mentioned you, and I went over. I said, "Oh, this is my ratchet side, Chicago side. I could get with this." I said, "I like this." But Larry was hurt yesterday. He was visibly hurt. He really didn't know how to me, really articulate the way he was feeling. And I think when he saw Bishop, why can I remember this? No, his mentor.
Oh, Bernard Jordan.
Yes, Bishop Jordan and his wife. It really hit him that there's people out here who love me. And I think when you came on, he noticed that as well. Another caller, he knew there was love. With the Tasha K Cardi thing, I don't care, but I was really concerned with how he was feeling. But I know he's gonna be good. I know he good.
What a lot of people don't. Larry is one of the only. I don't know a lot of male empaths, but Larry is like one of the few male empaths. Women generally are empathic and have that empathic nature. But Larry is one of the only other men that I can definitely say has an extreme gift and nature of empathy. And a lot of people do not know, Larry really loves people. Larry sees the best in people. Sees even in Unhinged, despite her history, despite her track record, despite the type of brand she has, Larry completely provided a space for her humanity in his life, and to see her in her humanness, not as the personification, not as the personality, not as the talent, but as the human being. And empaths who are very hopeful, of course, there's natural disappointment when somebody's willing to throw the opportunity away just for the hell of it, and willing to double down on just being a very low frequency version of themselves. And even though Larry and Unhinged's relationship, it wasn't super deep, but they were definitely building as people in the same field and, having interactions. And you know, there was all of that going on. But yeah, he took a shot and gave her an opportunity to be a human being, and she chose to be a monster instead. And I think what makes it, where it probably stings at, is I think it's just really worse when the portrayal is for no reason. Like,
Yes, I think he's
like,
disappointed more than
yeah,
anything.
because we can
Disappointed in her.
rationalize people hurting us when we can get ourselves to believe that, okay, like, I did something to deserve this. But you doing all this for what? Because I corrected you about a fact about my life, and you are acting as if I got up here and said something about you, or said something about who you are, or said something like, I corrected you about misinformation you put out about me, and you're upset.
Wow.
Like, how does me correcting you about a $25,000 mistake on behalf of my lawyer then become you trying to weaponize gay rumors and allege that I'm misappropriating church funds and trying to really implement me in something like this? Because, like, you that embarrassed by being corrected publicly, but you jumped out of the window publicly. You left me no choice but to have to correct you publicly, because you were on social media putting out all this misinformation in real time. Like, you had the opportunity to hold your peace, to hold your ego, to have a private conversation with me. You didn't choose to do that. You chose to jump out of the window and then have the nerve to then come to him and then threaten him to expose the fact that this lawyer paid $25K or else she, I mean,
It's like, are you
no
serious? But
accountability.
none at all. But when you brought up the gay thing, that made me think about. I'm so sorry. I'll be real quick. My current husband, he was raised with a lot of women. And at first, I'm like, is this brother? You know,
Mm-hmm.
my mother said to me, "Does this dick get hard when, when it's time for y'all to be together?" I'm like, "Yeah." She
Mm-hmm.
say, "Well, that's your man. That's your nigga. Don't worry about this, and that." And when
Mm-hmm.
I say that dude is 10 toes down, whatever me and our baby need, he got us.
Got
The
you.
most solid dude I've ever known. So, sisters,
Mm-hmm.
we really gotta kind of pay attention. Well, thank you so much,
But
Conscious.
you
It
know,
was
no,
nice to
no.
talk
You
to
said
you.
an amazing point. I actually think that real men are connected to their femininity, and I know
Yes.
I think that, and I know that in the black community, we oftentimes mistake femininity for homosexual, but they're not
Yes.
exclusive to each other. You
He's
have,
the oldest of seven,
mhm,
Conscious. He's the oldest
yeah,
of seven children. So he had to
yeah,
watch out for those kids.
yeah.
So he's
I
very patriarchal.
I have friends who are straight and feminine.
Yes.
They love them some women. They're not gay. They might be perceived as being gay because of the way they dress or because of their mannerisms, but love women down. So you touch. I always talk about this on the platform. Like, we got to get over these
We
stigmas,
do.
and you have to stop. But great talking points, Miss Williams. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
Love you
Thank
so
you.
much, Donna. Thank you for your support. Katie, welcome to the platform, love. Your thoughts.
Well, first of all, I just started following this story literally yesterday because I got an alert about the Instagram live with that so called bishop. What I find odd and very disturbing is that Tasha and the bishop were both gleeful when calling themselves with this damaging information about Larry Reid. How can a man of God be so gleeful in the tearing down of another person of God? I've never seen evil personified until yesterday. They were literally happy, like, oh, we got this, we got that. And I've never seen such. And then the fact that this woman is already in the middle of such a huge lawsuit,
Mm,
something that she knows that can ruin her, that she doubles, triples, quadruples down with the hate and the evil and the enjoyment of making someone look bad is beyond me. I don't know if Cardi would have just let it go if she would have just been like, okay, fine, I lost
Yes,
this one, move on to the
Cardi
next.
made several attempts at KD before she ever applied a lawsuit to reason with Miss Kibi, including hitting her up in her DMs to put an
And
end
that
to all of this.
so then that speaks to a bigger issue on her as a person mentally. Like what type of person in their right mind, obviously she's not, that will double down on such a lie that has been proven to be a lie, then is getting ready to cause everything that you worked for. Because you built the platform. Nobody can take that from you until now because you refuse to be humble. And I'm really frightened to see what it's gonna take for her to get humble. We already got $1 million lawsuit pending against her. Now you're going after Larry Reid. What is it going to take? And then you bring in someone who you know is an enemy, and you are literally gleeful. They were literally happy about it. Like,
Of
ooh,
course.
wee, look at this, look at this.
Because the wicked indulges in vengefulness.
It's
It's a
it's
pleasure. It's a
crazy.
pleasure for the wicked. Hmm.
I've just never, I've been at home convalescing. I got COVID, so I just been
Oh,
watching YouTube. So I
hmm,
just been watching YouTube, catching up. And so first of all, you have a fan now because I do love
thank
your commentary.
you.
And this is my first time like ever calling in on a YouTube channel. So
Period.
thank you so much
No,
for that.
thank
But
you.
it's just the
Hmm.
fact that they were so gleeful, conscious.
Yeah.
How could you be so gleeful? And you know what you're saying are lies. That's the
Yeah.
thing about it. Because
And the fact
Larry,
that you don't even want to balance commentary because you could also, if you're gonna run all of that, then also run Court Listener, run Pacer.gov,
exactly.
run the
Ex-
legal case, run the facts. But we know that haters are never invested in the truth. Only the narrative. Only the narrative
no.
is the only thing that they're invested in. And I'm happy that this is playing out now on a large stage, because now when Larry goes to wrap all of this up and to deal with it,
Mhm.
it it can be dealt with on a large stage now.
I
Like,
think it's going to have to be dealt with on a large stage
it is
because it's
being dealt with
happening.
now.
It's happening at the same time. Say what you want about Cardi B, say
Yeah.
whatever. She's got the pull right now, she's got the attention. And
Mhm.
at the same time, Larry doing what he needs to do, it's all going to be one big story. Trust me, it's going to be one big story. And
Absolutely.
I'm just going to sit back and watch because I
Yeah.
don't know whatever's getting ready to happen to Tasha. Lord, I don't wish bad on anybody, but my God, I wish she would just humble herself. I really, really
Yeah.
do. Because this is not going to end well. But
At
thank
all.
you so much.
Thank you
And
so much, Katie, and
appreciate
speedy
your
recovery, boo.
participation. All right. Thank you. Bye.
All right, love. Of course, my fellow and one of my favorite content creators and friends, Knockout Media.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. You already know what's
Uh-oh.
up. All right, so look,
Yes.
we already know what's going on with this whole
Period.
thing, man. If I have to, and I don't want to, but if I have to, I will go straight back into investigator. Like, it doesn't have to be investigator mode at this point. It's really just reading mode. And but look,
Mhm.
I have some specific questions. So, as it pertains to Pitbull Head, um, this fool. So, for one, I think if you're gonna start running narratives, or if you're gonna find out information and start like quote unquote exposing somebody, you should verify where you're getting that information from. Where he's
Mm.
getting the information from and his team, quote unquote, his team. Uh, I mean, day ones already know, but new people, people that are just like last caller that are like tapping in, I guess, because of the saga or whatever, have been sued already for slander and defamation for how many counts? Conscious like 77 or something like that.
77. Mhm.
Yeah, 77 counts. So it's like when we consider that, and then let's consider the fact that this person assaulted kids, students, had bipolar episodes and all kinds of different things that have been proven in contradictory
Branding
statements.
weapons. I mean, the whole nine.
Cross
Like
state lines.
actually cross state lines, pull up to a person's property, made threats. I mean, it's the laundry list. It's a hot mess. Also, check into why this person was recently fired from the prosecutor's office for invasion of privacy, for misusing
LexisNexis.
huh?
LexisNexis.
LexisNexis, etc. Like, I mean, hot mess. Like, let's really get. But see, all of that is about to come back up and out too, because Larry's lawyer is going to be pressing on Judge S. Gwynn in that case. And so we're going to be seeing some very interesting things happening, like in zero time. So that docket is about to move on that case as it relates to that YouTube uploader as well. And we also got some very interesting intel about the fact that this particular YouTube uploader intentionally connected with the bishop in question, okay, and corresponded, etc. All these things violate that injunction order, okay? So it's about to go down, okay? And I'm not surprised all of this happened under retrograde, because this has been a very, like, this retrograde was very heavy on legality. Everything from the Tiffany Haddish and Aries Spears case to the Cardi B and the 2018 stripper brawl case, now to the Cardi B and Unhinged situation, and now Dr. Reid's previous litigations are about to be doubled down on. This retrograde was literally, that was the theme of this retrograde. And it's just really, I want people to really pay attention to that, because I know a lot of people really underestimate the fact that this multiverse is glued together by spiritual laws that our creator put as pillars that help to sustain reality and create reality as we know it to be. And this was a big receipt that these spiritual laws are real. These astrological powers are real. Retrograde proves the reality of the spiritual nature of reality. And I want people to use, if no other retrograde of 2022, use this retrograde of the year as a way to just awaken, okay? That things are much deeper and much more interconnected than what you ever may think. But go ahead, Knockout. I ain't mean to kind of derail off.
No, you're fine. You're totally fine. So
and you're also talking about people who, like, if these people were like integral, that's what they would do. But we already know that they are well documented as lacking all of that. So of course, you know, they're not going to be interested in the truth or the proper narrative. Why would they do that? Why would they do anything that would actually vindicate the doctor, even if that vindication was right there in plain sight in a link? Of course they wouldn't, because the whole intention is to be malicious and to be maniacal and to be vindictive.
See, and that's where I'm gonna piggyback. I'm gonna piggyback right off of that, because the only reason I see somebody who has 1 million subscribers could talk about literally anything and everything in the world, right, as it pertains to hot topics and things that are going on right now. And there are plenty of things going on right now to where she could be interviewing high profile celebrities or people that are undergoing accusations currently, or maybe dissolving things between the accusers, like actual stuff like that, right? But instead, because of her malign attitude towards Larry, it's, I need to hop on this story. And I promise you, if she covers what Whitehead is going to send her or planning on sending her, her credibility is going to be totally shot. I mean, like, I'm sure it already is as it pertains to like a lot of people, but obviously she's got 1 million subscribers, right? I think that if Larry follows through with everything and presses the gas, that once she's shown and been proven to be a liar and actually taking this information and running with it, it's like, well, how much other stuff have you just run with?
Well, I mean, oh, you're talking about as far as Unhinges?
Yes.
Well, that's why I mentioned that if you read the transcripts from the Cardi B case, I mean, she was forced to spill her own tea, and she admitted on the stand that she tells lies for the sake of entertainment, that she sometimes will just report things because she knows that it's going to work and it's going to give her a click and a view. and that she doesn't substantiate all of her findings, and that sometimes she just intentionally will push a story because she thinks that it'll sit well with her audience, that her audience will entertain it. And I guess the only saving grace in that is the fact that a lot of her followers are at least clear that they don't watch her for the sake of credibility, that they don't watch her for the sake of real news, that they know it's satire. They don't, and not that, once again, because I said this last night, not that Unhinged can't be right, because even a broke clock is right at least twice a day. So every now and again, she does line up, but overall, she is a satire entertainment blogger, and she sensationalizes fake news for under the guise of entertainment. So I'm at least happy that the people that support her are at least clear about what she does, and they don't take it that seriously. So that reduces the level of damage that she's really able to do to anybody, right, because she's branding herself as a non-credible individual.
She's BS anyway.
Yeah.
So it doesn't really even matter. So yeah. But yeah, man, I think either way the situation's crazy. Obviously, Whitehead, I think is somebody who's gonna ignore the truth blatantly and be like, act like he's oblivious to what's public record and what's easily searchable. You know what I'm saying? Like, when you put in these things, these terms, or anything that they're talking about, any of the stories, and you look it up for yourself on Court Listener or on Pacer, and trust me, I've spammed the hell. I'm sorry. I put the link to Court Listener all in this comments yesterday. So I mean, if anybody might run across it, you can look up Court Listener for yourself and go through the documents and literally objectively read for yourself. So that way you can make your own decision. But I promise you, if you read those documents and you come to the conclusion that you're going to be like on Whitehead's side, you're doing it out of spite. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're literally just doing it because you don't like Larry, not because you're looking at the situation objectively.
No breaking the culture. It actually wasn't. And we actually have proof who sent it. And you know who I'm talking about.
There's literally a video. There's
video. It's not a belief. We have proof who actually corresponded.
Or audio. So that's the thing. Whitehead was so...
we ain't gonna get into all of that, but yeah. Hey, you know who I'm talking about? A breaking.
Yeah.
Hey, Conscious, can y'all hear me?
Yes. Hold on for a minute, boo. Knock out. Are we complete love on or?
Yeah, I mean, you know, I could keep going on there, but yeah, I need to be done. I'm sorry.
Oh no, are you good? No, and you're right. And I saw you spamming the hell out of people's chats, actually giving them the links and giving them the etc. Okay, so but we know how this goes, and a lot of the other smaller YouTubers as well who was reporting on this stuff. Once again, people know that the salaciousness kind of is what really captivates audiences a lot of times. So unfortunately, a lot of people are not interested in the dull and boring truth. Like, the truth that me and Larry are not fucking is less exciting than the thought of us actually being entangled in that way. Like, that's would be more interesting. The thought of Larry being innocent may be more boring and dull than the fact that, Larry might have done A, B, C, D, E, F, and G. And so unfortunately, in the media space, a lot of times the truth is not the priority, and it also doesn't take as much of it doesn't take up as much space as the lies do. But Larry has a lot of pull. Larry has already been vindicated, and now he's just going to be vindicated on a bigger scale. And there's a lot of interesting things that people are going to be able to learn from what has happened to Larry. And it's a cautionary tale for people coming into the space and coming into media. You do need to be aware that these things can happen to you, and you also need to be aware that you're going to be preyed on as a public figure, and it's not going to be warranted. It's just the nature of the beast. And you're going to see how things can be properly handled, because Larry is not going to. Let me tell you something. Larry is saved because there is a lot of things that Larry ain't said about Tasha.
Right.
There are a lot of factual things that Larry has not said, and she knows what I'm talking about. There are a lot of things that have not been put out about the nature of her marriage, about the nature of her assets, about the nature of I mean, she knows. So if Larry wanted to be a low down, gutter, dirty, salacious, fighting individual, oh baby, there's a lot of things that he could say, but he ain't even gonna do her like that. But what he is gonna do is get her ass up off of him, but really get her ass up off of him in a way that is consistent with his brand and consistent with his integrity. So she'll be handled along with Mr. Blackhead. But thank you, Knockout, for your sentiments, and I thank you for what you was doing last night as well.
Look, shit. Here, let me add one more thing. Here, let me go back upstairs real quick. Let me add one more thing. So I wanted to
No. I ain't talking about what Storm talking about. Y'all don't know what I'm talking about. I ain't none of that stuff that y'all done already heard. We ain't talking about none of that. I'm talking about what you don't know. But go ahead, Knockout.
Yeah. So I was gonna speak to the content creators, I guess, that are looking more so for like the salaciousness of the story, right? And only reporting on what they see fit is just to look out for that type of stuff, because you'll be out here thinking that you're being led by the truth, and that when you come into spaces that you're educated on what happened, and then come across people who either actually dealt with it or were in the space. You know what I'm saying? So it's like a lot of times you're going to be lied to just because of the fact that these people have their own hidden agendas, or these channels have their own hidden agendas, and not going to report things like in a journalistic matter. It's just going to be just like we were saying with Tasha K, lies. So yeah, but absolutely. Yeah, okay,
yeah, and thank you, Knockout. And to Crystal, because people are obsessive, like there are a lot of I'm being for real, there are a lot of demented, emotionally and psychologically disturbed and broken people on this platform in the form of a content creator, in the form of a social media influencer. Do not underestimate the fact that in this space that sane, healthy people are participating in, that there are very dark, weird, obsessive people with childhood trauma on this platform who come on, who also lead from that sense of trauma. Okay, there are people on. So you asking specifically about the YouTube uploader. Well, the YouTube uploader has an entire documentary. Not really a documentary, but it's like a little documentary where he is at this point he was very overweight at this point, a jolly good fellow, and talks about his childhood trauma of being bullied in school and kids picking on him for his looks and him being thrown in trash cans and all this stuff, and him being mistreated by teachers. And this is his narrative, right? This was his narrative. And he talks about overcoming those things, but there was never no overcoming. So you take people who never fit in, people who were never accepted by the popular kids, who then become adults who have a pick-Misha complex and who are still looking to be vindicated and validated by who will accept them. So then they observe people who they believe are cool. They observe people who they believe are popular or who they see some sense of value in, and then they attempt to get close to those people. Sometimes they can pose themselves as followers. They can post themselves as supporters of a platform. Sometimes they even go as far as to try to build a personal relationship to you. They would email you. They would extend their phone number. They would really try to reach out of the screen to associate with you. And then content creator, not knowing anything about a person's mental health, might take a person up on building some camaraderie, or may reject a person, and not even in an ugly way, just simply not be interested, not knowing that not being interested And not entertaining that opportunity will trigger up all of that childhood trauma. And then they become the person that decides to diminish you. And they really think that their issue is with you, when their issue is really, in fact, undealt with trauma that they've never sat on a couch and unpacked and dismantled. And they're taking out all of these complexities and inferiority complexes on you. And that's why this person has maintained a obsessive, compulsive nature as it relates to not only Larry, but people around them, because what you're looking at is a very severe mental illness at work. What you're seeing is somebody who can't stop themselves, just like Miss Hennessy. Miss Hennessy K is just a functional, highly functional demented person. The person who Larry already done sued is just a very dysfunctional, severely demented person. That's the only difference, is that Unhinged with Tasha K and this other YouTube uploader just exists on the opposite of the spectrum. Unhinged is a functional, demented individual, and the other person is a dysfunctional one who can't keep it together and has made a damn mess of their lives. Got fired from every damn job, done got sued up and gagged up in the courts, and still can't stop themselves, even though they have everything to lose, for doubling down on a battle and a war that they have continuously lost again and again and again, and is going to cost them even more going forward. Child, we got all the heavy hitters, baby. We got Breaking the Culture, we got Killer in the Damn Business, we got Joe. Okay, so let me get through everybody. Welcome, MJ. Your thoughts quickly, please, and welcome to the platform.
Hey, I'm gonna make it quick. I actually found you conscious, like I think it was a year or two ago, when Larry was going through that legal battle with that pastor. And I'm glad y'all have like continued that friendship, that camaraderie amongst YouTubers, and I really love it. Yesterday, I think that Larry was like, I could see like in his face, he's just thinking about the undertaking that he's gonna have to go through with everything having to go. And it's like, for someone like Limor to have quote unquote filed a lawsuit for making statements that aren't true, for you to turn around and do it yourself is just idiotic. And I'm not even understanding, like, do you really have a lawyer? Do you really have an attorney? Because if you did, I don't even think that you would be going live every 5 hours continuously, like, slandering someone's name. Like, he's not getting, so I look at Larry, who is actually being mentor and actually has loyal and retainer and actually knows how to navigate this space, to someone who does not. And for Tasha the Unhinged to be sitting there skinning and grinning about old T is like furthermore, like, you sitting here, you're supposed to be a pastor or a bishop, but now you've turned into this. But I just wanted to say, even when I did tune in watching him, I look at the fact that he's not attracting anyone to the word of God, which he's supposed to be doing. You are just spreading salacious lies on someone, and then it's like you aren't broadening your message. You aren't reaching anyone new. Everyone's just here for this hot moment. And then you're going to be back a damn nobody. Because if anybody, Larry made you and gave you a platform and elevated you.
Yeah.
And now once did he actually try to tear you down, he was just trying to give you advice. But and what he's trying to do now, expose Bishop Jordan, is furthermore tainting his own image. Yeah. So that's all I want to say.
You know, and I definitely think that the women's community needs to definitely challenge and hold Miss Kibi accountable for being a woman herself and having the nerve to co-sign, first of all, the man she been dragging since he got robbed, and then a man who had the nerve to violate and assault a woman on camera. Like, and she's a woman herself who calls herself supporting women, and you're literally, as a woman, aligning yourself with a abuser of women. Not to mention that this man's own previous ex-wife talked about him being abusive. The fact that CPS had to get involved with his 7-year-old son as it relates to allegations of assault. I mean, and Tosh Unhinged is a woman. A woman. She's a woman. And
But
she
Conscious, what I noticed, like even with this situation, it really, I already didn't care for her, but I looked at, and I'm gonna go. I look at the respect she gives to someone who she's been interviewing, Nature Boy, Eligio Bishop, who is locked up. When she interviews him, she speaks to him with the utmost respect. Who has been documented to have been abusive to women, physically and mentally. And she speaks to him with such regard. I don't know if anyone's ever like listened to the interview she does with him. Yes, how are you? And someone who you should have all the smoke for behind his treatment and abuse of women, you give respect, but you literally shit on someone who was trying to be sitting in the olive branch to you when a lot of people don't even fuck with you like that. And people literally really fuck with Larry. Like just off of because he's still like such a sweet and genuine person. People feel that shit. That's what after that, I saw how she did that. And I'm looking at it in comparison to somebody who she should have that type of energy for, if she does not. Bitch, you cancel for real.
For real. Yeah, it's a mess. She's the beginning of the end of Tasha is in full effect. This is the
that's what brings me here. Hey, Conscious, how you
doing? Hey, hitting knowledge. Hey, love. Welcome to the platform. And your thoughts.
My thoughts are, I need you guys' help to get Tasha K.
Oh, this is Killer. Hey, Killer.
I need y'all help to help me get her the fuck out of here. I'm tired of her. How we get her out of here? She's a fraud. Listen. All of these is corny, and I feel like anybody who follow her is corny. You understand what I'm saying? Like, she in this situation. First of all, somebody left in my chat that she's gonna end up like Wendy Williams, and I feel like that.
Yeah.
And I love Wendy. I'm a Wendy baby, but I got to keep it real. Like, she did this to herself, and people don't understand that God really genuinely deals with you according to your heart. That's what y'all have to understand. And I have people in this situation who's still trying to find God in this situation, which I don't know is he still sits high and look low, and he's still working in the midst of this storm, honey. Know that. So she can hide in Africa, do all little funny stunts and all of that. I need y'all to help me get her the out of here, please.
Well, I think what it has to start with is everybody holding her accountable. Like it's going to have to start with her being held accountable. Even when Iggy Azalea, had threatened her with a lawsuit, it has to go beyond threatening. Do it. If you're being violated, do it. It's no trying to intimidate somebody. It's no making false claims. There's no intimidation tactics. Actually act on what you need to act on. So I think if more people get more proactive as it relates to taking up your event, as it relates to Hinge, that we'll see a big shift. But that's gonna happen. And I have permission from the doctor to make them aware that this litigation is not even going to be like the previous one. He's coming for that neck. That's why I told Cardi B to scoot her bloody heel to the left. She gonna have to move around some because Dr. Reid need to put his foot there too. So she gonna have another gigantuous powerhouse foot on her neck. And we gonna see. So I just hope that everybody just continues to just hold everybody accountable in the situation. Like, it's just gonna take accountability.
But you know what I want to say too? Y'all can absolutely go, because I see that this man is getting a lot of followers behind this, and I don't even want to say his name, but if y'all want to laugh at him, y'all don't have to subscribe to him or follow him, and you know what I mean? Like, y'all can absolutely lurk and get your laughs off, but why support him? Why?
Yeah. Well, Yeah, and it's because, as you just said, people don't even think of it as support because some of them, most people are subscribing to laugh at them and not with them. People are subscribing to see the end, to see the karma. They want to make sure that they have their notification bell set so they can see the manifestation of the karma. So it is unfortunate that kind of in cancel culture, people also do get an influx of support, but a lot of that support is people just kind of watching to see how this person gonna be dealt with more so than really it being support. But you got a point; it does still transfer as support. If people's platforms are monetized, they're still benefiting. Their algorithm is benefiting. Their Google AdSense is benefiting. So even though you might not be there to really benefit by you subscribing, that still translates as a win for that person. So I also agree with Kella. Like if you're gonna check in, then check in. Or it's plenty of people who post in the content to their platforms. Go support a third party who's posting the content, but don't necessarily directly support the individual if you don't support the individual. Yeah, for sure.
That part.
Yeah. Yeah, but you look gorgeous, Queen. I thank you for being here, and you can stick around if you want to. I'm gonna get to some of the other panelists.
Now I gotta go. I just wanted to drop in and say that and tell you that you are my new favorite. See how God work? I found you through all of this mess. Okay.
Period.
So
Yes,
shout out
God.
to all your subscribers. I love
Yes,
y'all.
babe.
Because you have a blessed one. Okay.
I love you too, boo. And this is Killing You Guys from A Gift and a Curse podcast. Please make sure to subscribe to her YouTube channel, honey. She the one who had the GoPro and all the footage, child, that went viral, child. Okay, so y'all support the queen to go over there to A Gift and a Curse, honey.
Thank you.
I appreciate you, babes. All right, love. I want to get to Hidden Knowledge and then Breaking the Culture, Joe and Queen Barbara. Hidden Knowledge, are you there, boo?
Hey, King. The King is coming.
Yeah.
Hi.
Hey.
Okay. I'm calling. Let me. You know what? I'm calling because I want to play devil advocate. Can I play devil advocate, or we just?
Yes. No, you can play devil's advocate. Yeah, sure.
Okay. Okay. The reason I'm calling is because this Cardi B and Tasha case, I think, is going to be overturned for numerous reasons, and so because Tasha, she really didn't get fair, in my belief, didn't get a fair trial. And then we want to talk about the Larry Reid. I thought they were friends. What happened? Didn't he choose the lawyer for her?
Yeah, I covered a lot of that yesterday, but in a very short synopsis. She had put out some misinformation about a previous litigation he had with a former pastor out in Atlanta called E. Dewey Smith out of Atlanta. His church is the church that Oprah uses for the Greenleaf show on OWN Network. That's this pastor's church. So she had put out some misinformation, and she did it online. All Larry did was correct her and tell her the correct information. As a result of him correcting her publicly, because she had put out the misinformation publicly, she then started trying to create a series of allegations and rumor milling that has eventually led to the breakdown of their friendship and now all of this. That's literally how this all happened. He never disrespected this woman, never called her out of her name, didn't even check her disrespectfully, no nothing. Like, just literally corrected her about misinformation he had put out about him.
Why can't we let each other be great? I don't understand that. Why can't we let each other be
Well,
great?
I think it's not a us thing. Some of us do and some of us don't. And Miss Unhinged is one of those people who don't want us all to be great for whatever reason.
Okay. Do you think that, okay, now knowing what Tasha did and the lawsuit and everything, right? Mm-hmm. So let me ask you a question. Is everybody completely innocent in these situations, except for Tasha?
In
terms of okay, now if how did Tasha and Larry Reid meet? Did he reach out to her, or did she reach out to him?
They met on social media, and they met during his litigation with E. Dewey. She had reached out to him because I guess she had been following the story. I was really the only blogger that was covering the litigation at that time. That's when he had Phaedra as his attorney. And Phaedra had proved herself to also be incompetent as hell. And and it was kind of a conflict of interest because her and E. Dewey were good friends. And she didn't read over the contract that Larry signed under her trust that ended up really being an NDA. He had no idea he was signing the NDA, but he signed it because he believed that Phaedra had overlooked the contract because he was supposed to be representing or overseeing E. Dewey's public appearances, because E. Dewey kind of had, a little celebrity. He was going on television, all this stuff. And he had reached out to Larry to get Larry off his ass, really, because Larry was exposing his infidelities and his out of wedlock children, because the side chicks and the baby mamas were reaching out to Larry about E. Dewey not being in the children's life and not paying child support. And I mean, it was a whole fucking mess. So E. Dewey trying to be slick and tried to befriend Larry under the guise that Larry would help him to get his public reputation in order. If Dewey would take responsibility for the child and come forward to the church, come forward to the public about the child, and Larry was going to help facilitate that truth between E. Dewey and the public. But it really was an NDA that he signed. And so Tasha saw all the stuff that was going crazy in Larry's case and had reached out to him. And that's when she offered him Olga. And then that was the beginning of Unhinged and Larry's relationship.
Wow, it's a lot of stuff. So
it's a lot, baby. It's all right here on my platform. I covered all of this stuff.
I'm gonna have to go back and watch all this stuff. Now, is Phaedra the lawyer from the TV show that Housewives of
Real Housewives of Atlanta?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so the doctor that testified about Cardi being upset and everything about that. She's also was on the Housewives, right? The Dr. Sherry L. Blake. She's also part of that Atlanta Housewives celebrity thing. That was the doctor that testified about Cardi being, self-deleting and all this other stuff.
Oh, I didn't know that. Yeah, I didn't know that.
Yeah. She's the one who testified on that. And that's why I find it strange, because during the same time that she says from November of 2018 to November of 2020, Cardi was depressed over what Tasha was doing. But the other article says that at that same time, that's when she was going through her breakup and make up with her husband and having a baby and just finished attacking the girls, because that happened in I think in the summertime. So yeah, it's okay. When did that fight take? Yeah, that took place in August. So so it seemed like it's a lot of in lack of a better word, entanglements as far as what's going on in Atlanta with all these lawsuits and everything. I'm gonna have to go through it, because it seems like it seems like something is terribly off in all this. What is going on? It's because then you had the other day, you say that something about $25,000 that Tasha Olga and Larry was talking about, and they was doing something, and they fooled Tasha, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I'm sorry. Let me get off this and look and do some more research and look at some of your videos so I can understand what's going on. I was about to step in something, I didn't know what it was. I'm so sorry.
Oh, no, it's cool. I will post a lot of stuff for you guys who may have missed out on a lot of stuff that played out over the past. So just keep your eye out on my community wall. I'll post a lot of the videos from that litigation and from the lawsuit and all of that. I'll create a playlist as well to organize it for everybody, and then you guys can go and access that stuff. And
please do. Thank you so much. Because one common theme that's running through all these cases is the Atlantic Housewives of Atlanta celebrities. So I want to see what's going on down there.
Yeah. Okay, well, I'll create the playlist for you, boo, and thank you for being here, love.
Okay, thank you. I'm gonna sing you a little something, okay?
All right, boo, thank you in advance. I appreciate you.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Breaking the culture. What's going on, child?
Child. Hey, how are
Hey.
you?
Child working, busy.
Lord.
As you can see, huh? Lit out here in
Lord.
these streets, child. It's a mess. What you thinking about the thinkings?
Well, I don't know. After talking to Larry earlier, I'm heated.
Mm-hmm.
I'm heated. Like, I ain't never been a Tasha fan, but
Mm-hmm.
to
Mm-hmm.
know that Larry, like, just knowing Larry and knowing him
Yeah.
personally and knowing the heart that Larry has and knowing that once he's your friend, he's really your friend and he'll
Mm-hmm.
go to the ends of the earth for you.
Mm-hmm.
And I know if he showed me that type of friendship and shows you that type of
Right.
friendship and shows other people that type of friendship, I know he showed her that type of friendship.
Yeah.
And for her to, like, it's one thing to have a minor disagreement. It's
Mm-hmm.
another thing to do what she doing. And then this whole trying to act like she didn't know anything about these allegations, even though she was the one who told him to sue that blogger.
Right. Exactly.
And for her to sit up here and try to act like she don't know what he went through behind that blogger, what all of us went through behind that blogger.
Yeah.
And for her to just like
Yeah. Right.
I'm ready to hold a paperwork party at this point. I told Larry earlier, I said, listen, I'm about to hold a paperwork party. Since the blogger want to talk, well, how about breaking the culture, break the silence that she been holding for 2 years? Let me throw a paperwork party. Let's bring that
Look,
blogger.
throw a paperwork party, and then let's drive people over there to see the paperwork party. Throw the paperwork party.
I told him, I said, listen, let me get the paperwork together.
Yeah.
I was sending paperwork,
Yeah.
but
I think that
besides
this
all
is
that,
what's so polarized is because this is like a Judas level betrayal. It's so
yeah,
extreme and unwarranted and unnecessary and so vicious and malicious. And it's not really every day that you come across like this level of nastiness. I mean, people can be mean, people can be petty, people can be shady, all of that, but this is a level that we are just not used to seeing,
it's
a lot.
bad.
Yeah.
It's bad. It's like again, it's one thing to have a disagreement, to not get along, but to go she knew what he had went through behind this person, and then for her to take those allegations and try to make it seem like
Weaponize
it's
them.
new info, and then try to weaponize it, and then try to make it seem like this person is even a credible source. Like, this is a person that blatantly lies, doesn't care about. I mean, this person tries to remove children from homes.
To the point that earlier on,
elderly people.
She was in that same person's live stream windmilling earlier on. So
yep.
This is how Unhinged does. She's the kind of person who links up with the ops. Like she's the enemy that becomes the friends of your enemy. Like that's how she moves. And I think that her and Bishop Blackhead are a perfect fit. I got a question for you too. What do you think about the people like Johanna who says that they still love Unhinged? Like, what do you think about people who still I guess support or love her?
I mean, the blind always gonna be blind, right? I mean, once you're blind, you're blind. Like, I don't know. Like, I just feel like Tasha's nobody's friend. Like, she's no one's friend, and she's shown that time and time and time and time again, to where she has no friends. Like, Tasha has no friend. Her friend is who? Whitehead, because he's clearly not her friend. So it's like, if you're losing all of your friends, they're not the problem, sis. You're the problem. And Tasha's malicious. And it was so interesting when somebody earlier said that Tasha was going to turn into Wendy. It's so funny because I was literally saying that to someone last night. I was like, Wendy spews so much hate. And now look at her. Her life is under a microscope right now. And she's not doing well under any means necessary. And I do believe that Tasha is next. Like, she puts on this facade that she's, happy. She's over in Africa. She's doing her thing. That girl's stressed. Okay.
She is.
She's stressed. You can see it on her. She's stressed.
Yeah. She was drunk. She was drunk as hell last night on Bishop Live. Completely wasted. That's how she self-medicates.
Exactly. So it's like at the end of the day, like I'll say this, I'm very proud of Larry because you know my crazy ass. I'm like, Larry, you better get her. Da, 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 da. And Larry's just like,
And
you
he
know,
is.
like
He gonna get her ass all right. He is gonna get her.
right. But I'm proud of him for the way that he's handling this. And I feel like we could
Like a
all learn a
man.
lesson
Yeah.
from this. Yeah, like it's something that we could all really learn because a lot of times we be quick as hell to jump into our feelings and
Yeah.
try to defend ourselves. And I mean,
Yeah.
hell, we know I've been guilty of it. But to see him stay so poised and in control and not even more so badmouth her. He's just stating facts. He's not even
Yeah.
trying to slander her. He's not trying to
Right.
belittle her. That says a lot. Like it made me look at myself like, damn, like this is a teachable moment because even in such, like even when he's in this situation, and I know he's hurting behind it,
Yeah.
especially because he genuinely cared about Tasha. He's showing us what real grace is because he could have ate her up, aired her out, told all her dirty secrets, and he didn't. And
And
I
that's
just
the
felt
only
like,
reason why
whew,
people play with Larry the way that they do, because they know that he gonna be a man of his word, and they know that he gonna handle things in a dope way. So they know that they can. So they feel they can play in his face and do the most because they know that he's not gonna do the most. They know that he's not gonna get out here and return the favor and keep that same energy. And that if he is gonna handle it, he gonna handle it. And like you said, he gonna handle it in a mature way. He could get out here and pull the rug from under Unhinged and expose all of the disgusting things that are in the underbelly of her existence because he knows the things are the things, but he ain't even gonna do that to her. So I feel like sometimes really patient people and really merciful people, they oftentimes they lose the battle because they will sit still and behave accordingly amidst the bullshit, but they have the last laugh in terms of the overall war. So she might think she getting the best of him right now by doing the most, but he coming for that ass on the end. So the war is gonna be
that's what
Larry.
I'm saying. He's a damn waiting to burst. And when that damn bursts, everybody better watch out. Everybody better watch out. It's so funny because I even hit Whitehead up. I hit him on the Instagram and I was like, you might want to consider your source because I'm having a paperwork party on your source real soon. They wild. But I will
Yeah.
say I'm very proud of Larry. Larry's gonna get through this.
Oh, for
It's just
sure.
another day,
Light
you
work.
know.
Light work.
Yes, he gonna get through it, and he really does have a heart of gold, and God knows his heart. And Larry
Yeah.
ain't perfect by any means necessary, but he's
Mhm.
definitely not the person that they're trying to make him out to be at all.
Right. Right. And that's why he gonna keep on being blessed, honey. You know, he puts out the same energy that he expects to return back to him. So he gonna turn the other cheek so that he don't have to stoop to these people's energy. And then he starts manifesting and co-creating the same bald-headed manifestations that these people will manifest. I feel like that's really the true spiritual nature of Christ instructing his disciples to turn the other cheek. Not be It ain't got nothing to do with the enemy. What the Lord is asking you to do is don't focus on these people because you're gonna adapt to their energy. And if their energy ain't even allowing them to prosper in life and they keep falling on their own sword. Look at the bishop. He got 2 lawsuits pending against him, one for 56,000, another one for 91,000. He done damn lost the archbishop. He done lost his damn connections. He already ain't got a damn church, live viewers,
But
or
nobody who's a
and
bishop actually even acknowledges him as a bishop. Like none of the real bishops, like
have a
Davis and
reason to.
them, none of them
Mhm.
acknowledge him. And I find it even more interesting because I went over to the church because I was actually curious about the area. And
Mhm.
you know, my little light skinned ass, I was scared over there. I was scared. I said, where am
Mhm.
I? I don't think I've been to this part of Brooklyn before. But what I found to be so interesting is that he's such a real estate mogul and he has all these properties. And I'm like, but you chose this. Out of all your properties and all your blocks, you chose this. Why? It looked like a straight crack house. Not even trying to be funny.
Yeah.
That's literally what it looked like. You were walking into a lick. I thought I was gonna get robbed. Like it wasn't even a train station close. Like I had to husk it to get over there.
Mhm.
And it's like when there's not even a train station close, you know you in a bad neighborhood. And it's
Right.
like, and it's not even the neighborhood. It was just the building in itself. And I'm just like, well, hold on. You are literally a real estate mogul. You walking around in fake ass Dior suits, driving a Rolls Royce, but your church looks like this.
Oh,
This is the house that you're giving your people. Okay.
look at your strain. Of breaking the culture.
Yes, that's the place.
So
That
this
is
is
the place.
922 Remsen in Canarsie, Brooklyn.
I look like a
This is
straight
the
lick.
location where Bishop Moore Whitehead holds his Sunday services and his sermons, the location for his ministry. And there's a very
Look at
popular
that. That's scary.
restaurant next door, Venus Restaurant. And this is what it looks like. It's on Remsen Avenue. It's in kind of a industrial
But he's
area.
a real estate mogul, so you chose that property. And then on top of that, you couldn't even. You mean to tell me you got all this money, but you couldn't even tear the place down and redo it?
Look, and not only that, the actual space on the inside is an actual event space. So he's literally renting out a event space every Sunday. Because right after the whole assault and battery on Tasha Howard, there was a family that was piling into the church to put on a baby shower at the space. That's literally a event space. So why he don't even have an actual space?
Because I got even more questions. Let me show. Baby curse from the moment. Let me stop. But no, that he's no bishop. None of the real bishops that I know of even acknowledge him as a bishop. Once Jordan denounces you as a bishop, you might as well just go ahead and just hang up your coat. And why is he coming for Larry so hard, but he ain't coming for the people that robbed his church so hard? He got more energy for Larry than he does for the people that actually robbed him. Like, make that make sense.
He had more
Why
energy for Tasha. He had more energy for an unarmed black woman than he did for them niggas that ran up in there. It just ain't, the math just ain't.
But that's usually how it goes, though, right? That's usually how it goes. The math don't be math, and it's like you got all this energy, but when it came down for the people that you should have had the energy for, you had none, very much none.
Yeah. Yeah, he's a fraud and a fake. Period. But I thank you for being up here, boo. And you can stick around. I want to get to my last three.
Go ahead. Thank you for having me.
Of course, babes. So that was Breaking the Culture. You guys make sure that y'all subscribe to Breaking the Culture of Silence on YouTube as well. She is a content creator, and make sure to follow her on Instagram, honey. We're getting into the team. Come on, Paperwork Party. Joe, welcome to the platform. I know you're ready to sound the hell off. What are your thoughts?
What's up, CT, man?
What are the shenanigans of it all?
Yep, man. I think. First of all, hello everybody.
Hey.
Trust me, I'm not gonna deep dive or none of that. But this is, I think us as a whole, we have to really shine light on how dangerous these three individuals are, and they are complete representations of our community and every damn thing that's wrong with it. And we have to take responsibility because we give these people the clap that they do have. And I think you call her unhinged, so I'm going to respectfully call them what you've been calling them.
Okay.
She's the most dangerous of them all. And the reason being is because she has 1 million people that follow her. Now, if only 100,000, 200,000 of them even engage in her platform at a time, that's still a lot of people who support and obviously think the same way that she does. What she did, or what she's doing to Larry, is very dangerous. You're talking about affecting a man's income, affecting a man's livelihood. What if there's somebody that wants to harm Larry? You understand? Like you're aiding all these people in these areas. And it's really sad and it's really frustrating to actually look at it. If you've ever been lied on before, or a person has turned their back on you about something, and then all of a sudden they kind of flip the script on you, especially when you believed in them. And my mother is kind of the same way as Larry, to where he takes everybody on face value. Whatever you say, whatever you do, he's gonna believe you. And then you turn around and be stabbed in the back. And the thing that I don't understand why people really buy into what's being said about him is because he says enough about himself.
Absolutely.
He says enough about. He said enough. He actually, the term where there's smoke, there's fire. But Larry created the smoke. He said, "Hey, I've done this. Hey, I've had this past," and people still find a way to take advantage of it. And then you have someone like Unhinged that claims to be a friend, and she claims to be an ally, correct, of the LGBTQ community. And the first,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Can you hear me, Joe? Uh-oh. I think audio went out, Joe.
I'm sorry, I got you. My phone is tripping. Can you hear me? Okay.
Yeah.
So the first thing that she does, even okay, let's just say Larry is a gay man. He already said he's not. Let's say he is. So now why? Right. So now why is it an insult now?
Yeah.
Now why use that to insult him if you're supposed to be an ally? There are people every day that we walk by every day that do the same exact thing, and that's why it's hard to have any type of progress in that area. And that's why there's a lot of
these people are really not allies. A lot of these people like Unhinged, and even the bishop who claims he's not homophobic, but he's literally dragging Ebenard Jordan for having gay friends and being supportive of the LGBT community. Also dragging Larry for being LGBT friendly. So you got these two people claiming that they're not homophobes, but yet are explicitly homophobic and transphobic in nature, and they only do it to pander. They only do it to pander. That's how you can distinguish a real ally from a disingenuous one, is that a real ally is consistent across the board in their allyship. Panderers, people who pretended to be allies, they eventually fuck up and really show their hand, like the bishop and Unhinged do. Uh-oh, Joe. Are you still there, Joe? I think your audio is out again. Can you hear me? He got that Boost Mobile, y'all. Okay,
man, I don't know what's going on, man. I dropped my phone earlier. It's been tripping all day. Yeah, but one of the things also, the uploader that we're calling them now, the uploader, the vlogger.
Yes,
they're pretty much the same person. Him and Unhinged are the same person. One just has
highly functional, and the other one is completely dysfunctional.
Yes, one has 6,000 followers. The other one has 1 million. That's what makes her more dangerous than him. But it's just like a pit bull. We love everybody says, "Hey, my dog don't bite," and it may not, but you know what it's capable of. So when that dog does bite, you got to handle it. And I just really think that the uploader just hasn't been put down. As much as you can cage him up.
Mm-hmm. Uh-oh. There go that raggedy phone child. It's holding on. He pushing through. Hold on, Queen. Hold on. Let me see if Joe gonna be able to come back real quick.
So, man, you gotta drop me off, man. I gotta figure out my phone. But yeah. But horrible people though, man. Horrible people. All right. I'll get back with y'all. Bye.
All right, man. Hey, Seven. Yeah. Hey, I see Seven in the building. Hey, love. Queen Barbara, all right, girl. I know you're ready to sound off as well. Go ahead and let us have it.
I love it. Love it. Hi, King. I'm so disappointed in Unhinged showing her jealousy and wanting Misery, to have company along with her to try to bring another successful man down because she was falling down. That, the jealousy turned into envy, and that envy turned into damnation. I have seen this woman apologize for her sins, that she have done to people. I have seen you windmilling for her, trying to help her and Wiley at one point, and windmilling.
Man, I went so hard. And can you believe that damn fool was over there last day talking about he was right. Like,
seriously.
Shut the hell up. Shut the hell up. He was on a self-sabotaging spree from here to Timbuktu. And he also is not a damn victim in none of this. Wiley has done some of the most fucked up shit on these.
Yeah, he's trying to do it.
So please, stop it, Wiley. But hold on. Before you say that though, I want to make it perfectly clear. I do not regret for fighting on behalf of Wiley as it related to his mentorship situation with Unhinged, because at that time, like I said, we didn't know for ourselves what we know now, for one, and for two, because Wiley has a track record of being a self-sabotager and becoming unhinged his damn self and setting himself back. As somebody who also has a YouTube ship with Wiley and who also respects the work he puts in on this platform, I really did not want him to be reckless in that situation. And if there was an opportunity for him to be advanced as a result of being under her and learning from her and learning from, how to perfect his craft, I believe that at the time that he deserved that. And if she was interested in giving him that, I didn't want him to use something so stupid and petty because at this point, I just really want to lay this out to Miss Barbara, and then you can definitely have it. Because I felt like her asking him to, and it was only an ask. She didn't say, "Hey, if you don't do it, I ain't fucking with you." She simply made a request. Don't, if you could just not put my name in the same title as this other person's name, I would appreciate it. And I felt like that was a fair request because Unhinged had provided cameras at this point. She was hitting his platform all the time. That's huge when a content creator that is 50 billion times larger than you is actually hitting your channel and coming on to your channel and interviewing with you and allowing you to willfully indulge in their algorithm and in their clout. And because she was providing something, I felt like relationships should go two-way streets. You fucked up if you think you're the only one who can expect something out of me, but I don't get to expect nothing out of you. So I felt like, okay, she's providing him with opportunity. She's providing him with clout. She's providing him with cameras. She's giving him access. She's giving him exclusives. I felt like it was selfish for him to not give her something so fucking minuscule and stupid, and that wouldn't have costed him nothing. And he acted a damn fool, just having to give her that out of everything she was giving him. And even though this is the thing about me, I know how to not fuck with people, but I know how to tell the truth about people. And even though I don't fuck with Unhinged, and I have my thoughts about her, I can also defend her when I believe she's right too. I can chew gum and tie my shoe at the same time. And I felt like in that situation, Wiley was the one who was out of order and being a selfish dickhead.
Okay, and Wiley's stand was this: I am not going to be controlled. I don't care what you did for me, what you gave me. I am not going to let you control my content that I want to do. And that's what he was being grateful about and bragging about. I never let her control me. I never let her shut it down. I know that's what he was saying. I don't even have to go because I've been following this whole situation. And I'm saying, why was you really doing all that? To control? Do you want to control people on the internet? You want to give them things to control their content, or do you want to give them things to build them up? And then if you want to give them things to build them up, why are you trying to build people down? Why are you trying to build people down? Especially somebody you now, and then on top of that, you did something very, very dangerous that Larry absolutely need to sue her for, because it's very, very dangerous. Her allegations are too serious. It's almost like a murder child, because you talking about 20 years and better for what she was accusing this man of. So can't play with things like that. And for that, I'm sorry, she got to be sued for that. And I hope that he really, and I'm sorry, that's just the bottom line, because I think it's evil. I think it was jealousy. And I think she just wanted to make somebody just as miserable as she was. And that's just how I feel about that. And I'm very disappointed, because I have always been windmilling for her. But when for her to just make that strike of evilness against someone that she can't say, I bought a can before, that she can't say, because you gave him a messed up lawyer. That lawyer done messed you up.
Baby.
What have you done for me, sis? What really have you done for me? Now you carrying on because you falling, you melting like the Wicked Witch of the West. So I just love his integrity. Just stay, just stay. Don't let people bring you down. Then just 1 second, baby. Don't let people. And I was talking to my
well, I'm your baby too.
Yes. My king.
Yes.
but my spiritual advisor. But that's, you know, my genius. But that's what's going on. You know, I'm just very disappointed. But as I said, I have heard her. I have heard her repent for her sins and ask for forgiveness and apologize to people. And that's what I hope, that these prominent, beautiful Black individuals and Larry being a man of God, find some kind of forgiveness. Still keep your business straight, but find some kind of forgiveness to allow her to apologize. You know?
I think that Larry definitely will always be open to like receiving any type of correction that Unhinged wants to make. He's only suing her out of principle. He's not suing her out of pettiness. He has a brand to protect. He has a kingdom he's created, and he's not going to allow people to play with something that he's built up for 20, 25 years, you know, plus longer. And people just don't get to just come and do that any old kind of way. So he got to sue her on principle to protect himself. But I think definitely, you know, if she was to ever make a public, if she was publicly able to denounce her actions and her behaviors and the things that she has said, and to make a genuine appeal to Larry, they will never ever be friends again. But he certainly would be willing to recognize that and let it be what it is. And even right now, he's forgiven her, even though she ain't asked for it, but she's already been forgiven.
But she needs to say it black and proud and loud and say, I'm sorry, and I'm not going to allow my ignorance.
Now, the real question, Queen, is how many times has she done that?
Apologize?
Yes.
Or strike?
Apologize.
Listen, man.
Exactly. So, you know, we ain't gonna hold our breath, okay?
No, she better listen. She better hold her bank account and apologize and get on her knees and say,
if she didn't even apologize to Cardi and she knew it could cost her $4 million, I highly doubt that she will be apologizing to Larry. She ain't even apologized when it would cost it, when not apologizing would cost her $4 million. So I don't. It just ain't in a. She just her narcissism is too extreme. There's literally no sense of conscious like in her nature. She doesn't have a. We now know she doesn't have a conscious. Therefore, there can be no moral appeal made to her.
Well, let me tell you, like the new word I learned, I digress.
Amen. And I want to speak to certain things. Yes, me and Wiley are still good. I still support the brother. Shout out to the Wiley show. You know, me and Wiley also have an open, or not an open, but we also have like a very honest relationship. Like I don't hold back my thoughts on Larry, just like I never held back my thoughts on Unhinged. I never held back my thoughts on the doctor. You know, all these things. Me and Wiley battled about this at the time. All this stuff is public. All this stuff is on my platform. So you know, and I stand by everything that I said to this day. But yes, we are definitely still good. And Shauna said, you're gonna put what you want in your titles. Nah, that's actually not how I worked. There's been so many things that Larry has asked me for as a content creator. You know, he's made suggestions to me that I have taken because I respect him and I didn't have a problem with those suggestions. Remember when I also reported on Von Ray and him being shot and all of that? Well, remember when I took that video down and I came back live and I told you guys, you know, I removed that video because I had got a phone call and I was, you know, asked to take it down. But guess who had asked me to do that? Chelsea, the employee, had called me. And she said, you know, there's an open investigation. People are really looking to hurt Ron, even while he's in the hospital. You know, it's niggas on his head, and we just don't want to put anybody up on game, etc. And you know, she didn't even ask me to take the video down. She asked me, could I kind of edit certain things out of that commentary. I told her, you know, like, well, I just rather take the video down because I'm not going to do anything to intentionally hurt anybody or bring harm to anybody. And so when the employee came onto my platform the night that me and her boss fell out, and she said, look, there's never been a time where I've been able to ask CTV for something and he hasn't given it to me. He's always like been willing to be helpful, etc. And so for me, I'm just built different from Wiley. If the people that I trust and I love and that I'm in relationship to come to me and make suggestions to me or ask me for things, I don't choose to be egoic and selfish about it just because I can. If I and I don't know why I always, and I don't think it's necessary, because if I'm receiving in the relationship, then I know that my time is going to come to have to give as well. So I just believe that things should always be back and forward and reciprocal in friendships and relationships, etc. I do not believe that you should just take from people and then don't want to give to people. So I'm not going to be telling people no if I don't have to tell them fucking no. Like, I'm not going to be unnecessarily resistant. And once again, I just don't think you can expect somebody to take you under their wing and to groom you and to give you all this just for the sake of you wanting to be put on, and then they can't even make a simple request from you that won't cost you nothing. She never said don't report on me. She never said don't report on the other person. She just wanted to keep the bullshit down at that time and say, hey, can you just, report on me separately from the other party. And if he felt like that was too much to ask for, then hey, it's his right to feel that was too much to ask for. But then why ask her for anything? Why ask her for anything, especially when you the one who got more to gain by fucking with her than she do by fucking with you? But another story for another day. Reese, welcome to the platform, love. You are our last caller. Your thoughts on the bald headed hoe shit?
Hello there. How y'all doing?
I was doing wonderful. How you doing?
Pretty good. Me and you and Larry talked a little bit ago about narcissists, and it was pretty late. And I was asking you, what is the remedy, or what is the healing for her? And you was like, ain't none. When narcissists don't get what they want, they sometimes will go up in a rage. And I was thinking about, rather than just apologizing and doing right afterwards, because Larry really don't want to do this, but he has to.
Yeah, got to.
So, but at the time we was having that conversation, she hadn't done, the third strike rather.
Right.
So I was like, man.
I told you it was coming, Reese. I told you.
You did. This is the rage.
Yeah.
And it's
nasty, right? It's nasty and it's violent, it's vicious and demonic, and that's how narcissistic rage is. It's so ugly. It's so scandalous and ugly. So scandalous. Ugly.
Just like you said, narcissists can't even see how wrong they are. And then I was like, okay, is this maybe like a desperate attempt to save some type of face rather, because she, was corrected by him and, online. Then you corrected her online and you was like, okay, if you want to make it right, come back online. I'm live.
Yeah, because I was open. Yeah, I'm just like, hey,
And I mean, she's always said, if I'm wrong, I could admit when I'm wrong. Okay, you wrong. It's so out in your face, you wrong. And like she was saying, okay, her and Larry wasn't friends.
And this is what Tasha was used to. She didn't think that me and Larry was going, and she definitely didn't think I was going to keep my foot on making her take ownership, because Tasha is used to like doing the least in terms of like, okay, I'm the bigger star out of this whole thing. If I do fuck up, I ain't gotta really unfuck my fuck. I can do the bare minimum and just give CTV a call. And she was expecting me to reconcile with her and do the least and accept the least because she's the bigger content creator. She's used to dealing with people who are connected to her for clout and not holding her truly accountable. She's used to people being more focused on what they think they can get out of her and not really holding her truly accountable as a person. So she was shook when she was like, wait a minute, me having 1 million subscribers? Like even before I came over to the employees channel where they both were, and they kept their supporters kept bum rushing my live stream at the time saying, hey, Tasha, hey, like they want you over on the employees channel, like, Unhinged just asking for you. And I kept telling them, like, I'm working right now. You guys literally see me interviewing a person right now. I don't give a damn who over there. Like, I will, when I'm done, I'm done. When I'm over there, I'll be over there. I've already told the employee when she called me that I got live streams that I have to do. And if she still happens to be live by the time I'm done with what I'm on a assignment to do, then I will give her that time. So for them to have sent their followers over to my live stream trying to like interrupt what I'm doing and trying to act like I'm supposed to prioritize this stupid shit they got going on simply because Unhinged is over there with her 1 million. So that shit don't mean nothing to me. Like, but see, that's what they're not used to. They're not used to dealing with people who ain't using them. They're not used to dealing with people who not mesmerized and not enchanted by what, she's accomplished. She ain't used to that. And then she damn sure felt away when I didn't allow her to apologize to me privately because she's used to doing the least, because she's used to working her bitchcraft and her clout over people. But when I wasn't willing to answer that phone and I kept dropping her the StreamYard link and I kept telling her, no, ma'am, like, you can hit the link and talk to me. You can hit the link and talk to me. We're not talking behind the scenes. We're not having no private conversation. You jumped out of the window publicly and you're going to climb your ass back into that window publicly. Like, I'm not doing this with you privately at all. So come and handle it.
I remember that.
Coming about it. Keep that same fucking energy that you had on that live stream, okay, when you had Chelsea drop me down, even though I removed myself, y'all was so big and y'all was so ballsy and, y'all was so grown. So come and be grown. Come and be grown now. So she got humbled and she couldn't stand that. She could not stand that somebody at the time who only had 34,000 subscribers. She even gagged my viewers. I mean, she was like, yeah, he over there with his 200 viewers. Girl, I got more people subscribed to my channel than you have people subscribed to your app. The gag is what? And then you still had to beg for the 34,000 subscriber having content creator. Make it make sense. Like, you know what it gives. Like, miss me with the bullshit. So they were shook, honey. They were shook. They ain't never met a motherfucker like me who made them wait on it. I'll get to y'all when I get to y'all. Like, they wasn't ready for that type of energy. So when I came over, her egotism was already kind of like, girl, I can't believe that this nigga made us wait on him. Yeah, that's exactly what I did. Made you wait on me.
Well, the stupid part is all this stuff she doing now. It would have been a much better look for her to just, humble herself and come to you and Larry like, oh, okay, I was wrong. You know what I mean? Because why burn the bridge? I mean, what are you going to have in replacement of that? Who could not, see that? I don't understand.
Yes.
Is your ego that big that you can't see you cutting your own legs off? And Larry was prepared to still be there for her. Because you was like, I'll be not cut her off. Because I was in the chat when y'all was having that conversation. And when you was dropping her the link, you was like, Tasha calling me right now. And I ain't gonna answer. Drop the link. I was cracking up. But I'm like, she always talking about she's not scared of nobody. She don't care what nobody think. It would have been
scared. Why you hooping and hollering and crying to Larry about your gross misconduct regarding that 25K, because she was all ballsy when she was in my chat, double daring him to lie about what she thought he was lying about it. And then as soon as he hit the link over there on the employee channel and got in her face, then she turned into a pillow of tears. And
but there's another thing.
She ain't scared. So then what you calling me for? What you texting me for? What you trying to make it right for? Like, don't be scared. What you scared for?
So
like, don't be
scared. This new thing she done came up with. I mean, there's all kind of evidence and documentation. Now, she always talking about her sources and they do research. Why in the world would she be teaming up with dude when she got all she could do is just get the evidence and see that it's false?
Because it's not about the evidence; it's about the narrative.
Yeah, but
These are not.
it's making
These are
it's
not
making
people.
her look
These are
stupid.
not. Yeah, it is. Like, and it, and I think that's a good point, Reese, because she's a commentator. But then again, I don't know what to think of it because she done already admitted on the stand that she's a professional liar under the guise of entertainment. So it ain't even like she brands herself as a credible person, even when she's trying to be credible. But she does talk out of both sides of her neck. But yeah, to your point, it only proves that she is not factual based and that she only cares about the narrative. That's all that matters. And if the narrative, and and her expertise is in satire news. So, the truth is never going on. The only time Unhinged will report the truth is if the truth is more interesting than the narrative. But if the narrative is more interesting than the truth, the narrative is what y'all gonna get. It's the narrative. Y'all not gonna get the actual truth. Y'all gonna get the narrative.
I didn't even want to see that live she did with dude. I didn't even want to look at it
Yeah.
because she just it's like, man, there's a lot of people that were followers of all of y'all that are just so disappointed in what it's looking like. I mean, because it is uncalled for. Just a simple apology and do right would have been so much better than this mess.
Exactly.
That's all I want.
Exactly. Well, thank you, Miss Reese, and thank you, Queen Barbara and Anya. I got to get out of here, you guys. I really thank y'all for joining the platform today. You guys were absolutely amazing. I don't want you guys to be upset or pressed, child. We are fine. We are mumbling and cackling. We are growing. We are expanding and expounding and doing well. The victory been ours, honey. She just mad because her fucking conspiracy to get Von Ray locked up under a lie was exposed. Okay, she just upset because Dr. Larry Reid did not allow her to keep playing in his damn face and kept holding her ass accountable. She thought people was just going to let her play in their face because of who she is and because of what she have. Never going to happen. And the doctor is going to be putting his bloody penny loafers on her damn neck alongside Cardi's. So, this is a interracial gangbang. Okay. Chocolate and vanilla in the house. And if that's if Unhinged wants to live a crazy ass life and have to constantly uproot herself and move assets around and have her husband's bank account garnished and have hers garnished and take food out of her children's mouth and do all that simply because she don't want to get her shit together, then that's her sword to fall on. And I also think that it's very weird that as a mother, she doesn't think about what her children are going to inherit, because these children have to become young adults and high school is very rough. And the fact that there are going to be kids who ain't going to be that respectful towards her kids simply because of who their mama is something that Tasha need to be mindful of. Think about the way that your children are going to have to live under your legacy and what they're going to be put through and the way they're going to be scrutinized and the way that they may potentially be bullied just on behalf of who their mother is. Because this ain't just about you. When you have a family, it's never just about you. Everything that you do trickles down and affects everybody else as well. Okay? Ask these celebrity kids who have had to end up being having to be privately tutored and attend private school, etc., because they can't exist in regular social settings because of who their parents are. Ask these celebrity kids who talk about it all the time. Okay? Do the children have a say-so in the quality of life that they're going to live? Do they have a say-so in all of this? And people are going to remember who she is when and if things manifest in her life and in her family's life. There's going to be a lack of public support whenever there comes a time for her to need that public support. So that's her sword and her hill to die on. That's her karma to pass down. And the doctor is coming. Playtime is motherfucking over. It's ass kicking time. And it is what it is. Cardi B, get your motherfucking money. Seize every goddamn thing, including the goddamn welcome rug on the porch, honey. Take it out. Okay. Because you gave her several opportunities to find her somebody else face the motherfucking play in. Gave her several opportunities to reconcile, to be reasonable, to be rational. But that was too much like right, baby. So, I've said this before. If I was Cardi, I just would have slayed her motherfucking ass and dragged her ass back. That's what I would have did. I just would have returned the same energy. I don't know if I would have invested this much in Unhinged because, baby, unless I saw some type of damage done to my actual life as a result, I just can't see myself giving somebody this much work. Cardi B has a large platform. She could have dragged her ass every day if she wanted to, honey, and got her rocks off on period. But Cardi B said she got the time, baby. She said she got the time, honey, and she got the energy. And she built like Petty. So pop up, guess who, bitch? Larry now. And it's going to be interesting to see if Cardi B and Larry end up in communications throughout all this, honey. Because y'all know how it goes, honey. Tasha ain't the only one who can link up, baby. She don't know what type of conversations going on. She don't know who in my damn DMs. She don't know who in Larry's. She don't know nothing, baby. Everybody can link up. That's not a problem. Okay. Today was an awesome show. Shout out to the 1300 in the motherfucking chat. Okay. Love you all. Thank you for the 1K thumbs up. And to all of my donators, you guys know that you can email me stories. I already told you guys too that y'all don't have to send everything. We know what's going on, and lawyers are on everything, and lawyers are watching everything. So y'all don't got to flood out inboxes and emails with everything, because everything is not going to warrant a damn response at this point, especially now that things are going legal now. So all of the back and forward social media banter is not going to happen. But Tasha is a public figure. We will report on her when she's in publications. We will report on her as it relates to Cardi B's situation, just like we report on Cardi B's situation, okay? And it is what it is, honey. I will talk to you guys later. Peace. And subscribe if you're new here. Bless you.